it strong.
Smacking you in the face with the classics. It's DJ Young and Nut.
All right, good morning. God bless y'all. It is, like my mother always say, thank God for Jesus. It is a motivational Monday. It is Monday, July the 12th, 2021, 5 minutes after the hour. Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Tina, Senny J. Barbi Cologne, where you get your morning started right. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. That chat room is wide open, or please call in 570-982-6950, iHeartRadio, radio.com, ShawnHarveyMorningShow.com. Comedy World Net Radio, also Comedy Cloud. A special shout out to all our affiliates out there as well. Please Google the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. The links will all appear on all major podcast platforms. Right here this morning, we're on YouTube. Please subscribe to our YouTube page, Shawn Harvey Morning Show. And this morning on Facebook, our business page is the Shawn Harvey Morning Show, featuring the Wake Up Team. Just like the page, you get notified. Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. until 10 p.m. In the morning. Today we're finished a little early. Also, invite yourself to our group, one of the hottest groups on Facebook, Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team Group. We will accept your invitation. Come join us. Nothing but a bunch of folks in there posting some real funny content, some serious content, or whatever content we have. So, God bless y'all. Good morning. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right, where you get this morning love. CJ.
Yes.
God bless you.
Yes.
Good to see you. On a motivational Monday. Skin looking good over there. Hair looking good. What's going on with you this morning, young lady?
Good morning, Shawn. I'm feeling great. Good morning to everyone listening. We have a great show for you today on this Motivational Monday. We are going to get started with Senny Says, where I will let you know what's going on in Hollywood and entertainment news. You do not want to miss that. Good morning, Barbi.
Good morning, Senny. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Shawn. I'm Barbi. Barbie
God
here.
bless you. God
Yep.
bless you.
Here in Bethlehem, where we broadcast live to you from. Right now, it is 72 degrees, slow cloudy out, a little misty. The high is going to be 88. We will have some afternoon thunderstorms, so please take some rain gear if you're going to be out and about. 72 in Strasburg, 86 for the high. Cloudy with a little morning shower. And it's going to stop. It's going to pick back up around 2 p.m. It's going to be little thunderstorms today. In Newark, New Jersey, it is 73 degrees, going up to a high of 88 today. Cloudy in afternoon showers as well. In New York City, 72 right now. It is a sunny, but it's going to get a little cloudy, and the rain is going to slide on in later in the afternoon, low storms. So take some rain gear if you are out and about. In Atlanta, 72 degrees, partly cloudy, 82 for the high, with afternoon thunderstorms, and it will continue until overnight and until the early morning. Miami, it is 81 degrees right now, going up to a high of 86 today, partly cloudy with on and off thunderstorms throughout the day. In Chicago, it is 68 degrees, cloudy, and 72 would be the high with evening drive time storm. So please be careful on your drive home. In Los Angeles, it is 66 degrees, going up to a high of 84 today. Cloudy right now, but it's going to give way to some sun. It's going to be a beautiful and sunny day in LA. And in Louisville, it is 73 degrees right now, cloudy. Rain this morning, 84 will be the high. And it will rain on and off throughout the day. It's going to pick up a little bit into thunderstorms around 2 p.m. today, so please be careful. And in Rochester, it's 64 degrees, cloudy, with rainstorms overnight, and 75 for the high. That's the weather I have for you all. What's it look like where you are? Barbie Cologne coming to you live from the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Senny J, where you get your morning started right.
All right, get your morning started right. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Thank you so much, Barbie Clone. We have the morning buzz, everyone, and there's one thing that we can guarantee on this show each and every day is that your head will be buzzing before 9 a.m. So sit back, relax, enjoy the morning buzz. Senny, what else do you have?
Yes, and in the 9 o'clock hour, we're going to have front page news with Senny J, where I will let you know what's going on locally and nationally. So you do not want to miss that.
Yes, there will be some Harvey House Sports. You guys stay tuned.
Okay, so guys, welcome to the show, Motivational Monday. I'm already motivated, by the way. We're gonna, we're gonna do a few show notes. We're gonna shout out the room in a few minutes. So get in the chat room and listen to your name getting shout out, so thousands of folks can listen to you. And all your folks over there on the audio side, God bless you. Thank you so much for listening to the show. Now, Senny on a Motivational Monday. Before we start the show, get rocking. Come on into the room, everybody. Senny, before I say anything, can you let these folks know about how they can be a star baller today, or the Cash App, if you don't mind?
Yes, definitely. If you guys want to be a star baller, like so many of you already are, you want to make sure you click on the star button that's right on the bottom right-hand corner. It's a star icon right next to the like and other reaction buttons right next to the comment button. You can just click on there, and Facebook will take you through the prompts to purchase a star package that you can use for us or other creators on Facebook. So you want to make sure you do that, or you can also donate directly to us through our Cash App at $S Harvey Morning Show.
God bless you. Thank you so much. Barbie Clone, I already talked about, good morning, good to see you, Barbie.
Good morning,
We'll
Shawn.
talk about whatever, this weekend. We get into it. Hold on. Barbie Clone, I want to say this. Senny J, I'm motivated this morning. I'll tell you why. I'm the type of person who has to write down notes every day. Every day I got a checklist.
Right.
I literally have to, every thought that's in my mind, I have to write down.
It's okay.
Okay? I have to.
Got emergency. I got this call.
Senny,
Right.
every thought,
Yes.
everything that I do each 6 minutes of the day, unlike yourself, I have to write down.
Excuse me?
Not only do I have to write information in my cell phone, I have an old school, right? Look, see. But my other pad is in my bag. But listen, see, I got an old school pad. Everybody else see this? Look.
Yeah.
I got an old school pad. I got to write every. Cindy, do you write stuff down? I got to write every. No, but Cindy, seriously.
I don't necessarily write it down, but I've started to use my smartphone a lot more for what it's for, so I'll write it on my calendar.
Right. And
as a reminder.
Now, I do
to
the
put
same
on
thing.
day. If I don't put it in my phone, like as a reminder, I'll probably forget it.
Right.
9 times out of 10.
Right. And Cindy, this is exactly the same thing for me.
Yeah.
See, you're more advanced than. Are you good?
No, I have to go. I got to
Okay, cool. Hope everything's okay. Make sure you have all your stuff, Barbie, and make sure you have your phone, your car keys. Don't worry about it. Just watch yourself going out
And drive safely.
and drive safe. Just be careful.
Oh my God.
Text later. Let us know what's going on. Yeah, the life.
Whoa.
Y'all put up some prayer emojis for Barbie Cologne. She had to just immediately leave.
Yes.
Senny,
Yes.
you are in you're a generation, I'm a generation ahead of you. I would say that, safely say this. So you have the ability to write on your phone and keep it pushing, look at your phone. I, on the other hand, have to use my phone to write notes and also a notebook.
Right.
Old school with pen.
But Shawn, you don't walk around with that.
Yes, I do. It's in my bag all day. I got a notebook. I'm really.
Speaking of notebooks, let me write Shawn's name down.
Now, I say all this to say, I'll tell you why I'm motivated.
You don't walk around. You walk around with a notebook?
I got a notebook on me constantly all day.
But you have 2 phones.
Two phones and a notebook. That's how serious this is.
Why do you need that?
Because I don't know.
Why
Put
do
number
you
one in
need
the
that?
chat room because I have to write everything.
So put it in your phone.
My thoughts. I do.
Oh, you can't?
I do. I put it in my
why
phone.
do you need the notebook?
Because I
you
have
like to be old school.
I have to. I'm old school. I like writing on paper, pen and paper, and I like the notes. And I tell you this, and the reason why I'm saying all of this because I'm motivated.
Yeah, let me know the reason.
And everybody, put it in number one chat room. Be writing everything down. Senny, you're not gonna believe this, but I'll share it. I even write down, don't forget your car keys, don't forget the keys. I write stuff like that down. Senny, I stormed out the house this morning, locked the door behind me, right?
Yeah.
And you ever lock the door behind you and that next moment you're like, oh my God, I locked myself out the house?
Yes.
Senny, I thought I locked myself out the crib.
Oh my goodness.
Wife is gone to work already,
Yeah.
right? But because I write everything down on a piece of paper, Senny J, I had my keys on me. I believe if I
What?
didn't
Wait.
write down that I didn't have get the keys and take the keys outside, Senny, I would have locked myself out the house.
I don't understand the correlation. What does writing everything down have to do with you?
Because that's the motivation. Because even though I write down everything, even things like don't forget your keys on a piece of paper, I didn't forget my keys. My keys were in my pocket. I believe if I didn't write all this stuff down, maybe the keys would have been on the dresser in the crib and I'd have locked myself out.
No. I don't think there's a correlation with that. I'm sorry.
So I feel really good this morning
What?
that because I write down everything on a piece of paper and in my phone,
That
and
makes
and,
no
and, and
sense.
one of my daily reminders is don't forget your keys. Because Senny, I'm not forgetful. Like, you're very forgetful. I'm not forgetful like that, but I feel good that I write everything down. And I think that was a near miss as far as locking myself out the house. Now, Senny, let me ask you this question. On the motivational Monday, that's why I feel
So do you think that if I wrote more stuff down that I wouldn't be as forgetful?
right. Senny, it works.
Okay.
I mean, it takes a lot to do throughout the day because everyone's busy to even take that moment to go when that
I
thought.
don't even have a pen and a pad with me.
Well, even with
to
your phone, even with your phone.
No.
No, you take that thought and write down. If folks in the chat room, do you write your thoughts down in your phone, or do you write them down on a piece of paper, or do you do both, like myself?
No.
Now, Senny, my question to you is this.
But the reminder app in your phone is life. And you can even say to your phone, like, hey, Siri, remind me in 10 minutes to blah, blah, blah,
Exactly.
blah. And it'll write it down and it'll remind you. So I've started using, like, Siri a lot.
Yo,
you don't have that.
No, I don't have that.
You have Oracle?
No, I have none. I just write the note, old school in the phone. I just write the notes, and then I use my, my notebook. Now, see, my question to you is this.
Vanetta, you said both. What does that mean? Both?
I write, Vanetta, listen. I write down everything. Look, everybody, here go. It's not my other pad. There go pad right here, right next to me. Everything is written. I write down everything, and then I also have my phone. See. And then my daily reminders, don't forget your keys. Senny, have you ever locked yourself out of a car? Have you locked yourself on a Motivational Monday? Have you locked yourself out of an apartment? Have you left your keys somewhere? Put a number one in the chat room. I've locked myself out of a car several times. And I've locked myself out of an apartment. Not talking about the apartments that I've been thrown out of. Senny, question to you on the Motivational Monday. And thanks, guys, for tuning in. We appreciate you. Have you ever locked yourself out of a vehicle or a house, an apartment, anything? Have you ever did that? Have you ever done that in your life?
Yes, many, many times.
And the feeling is horrific.
Yeah.
It's accidental, of course. You didn't mean to, like, you don't write in your notes in the daytime or in your mind, I'm going to lock myself out of a house or a car.
Yeah.
It's never in the plans.
The only time I ever really, usually if it's been my place, I've usually been able to, like, break back in. But if it's, like, my car, I'm always like, ugh, because you got to call somebody.
But, you know.
And actually, no, one time, right?
Hold on. Put number one chat room if you lock yourself out of your apartment or your car or even at work.
One time, I was coming home from work, right? And I got caught in a snowstorm, right?
Okay.
And I was coming home, and then I stopped at the gas station because I had to get something. I think you guys know what I had to get.
Yeah.
And
had to get that flavored blunt, that flavored tobacco.
I had to get something on my way home.
No doubt.
And I stopped, right? And I left the car running, and I didn't come out with, like, a jacket, nothing. Like, I just grabbed, like, a couple dollars.
Yeah.
You know? I just needed a couple dollars, Shawn.
Yeah, no doubt.
And ran inside, and I came back out, and my door was locked.
It was jam locked.
The lights were on, the car was running, my music was blasting because I was, bumping. The heat was on, everything.
Oh, my God.
And I was like, and I'm like, how did I do that?
Right.
What did I press? Because and you know how some cars do that automatic lock thing when you get out? Like, yo, cars that do that are stupid, but this car didn't do that. I don't know what I did, right? So I'm standing outside of my car, and I'm like, oh, my God. And it's snowing. It's like snowing, right?
Oh, my goodness.
And I'm like, I have to get home, and it's late. It's like 10, 11 o'clock at night. And my phone's in the car.
Oh,
everything's in the car.
Oh, my goodness.
So.
Oh, my God.
Right? And I'm at the gas station. There's, like, nobody out, right? So there was this guy there, and he was like, oh, well, do you have, he was like, but my window was open, like, just a smidge, right?
Right.
So, and my window was one of those things that you have to, like, press down. Like, you have to press down for the window to go down.
Right. The button.
The button. You
Yeah.
have to press down the button. So
Right.
I was like, dang, like, I can't even call like a AAA or something like that because it's going to take, it's a snowstorm. It's going to take an hour and some change for somebody to get out here. So the guy was like, do you want to call a service? And I was like, yeah, but I was like, give me a minute, right? So there was like a little tree in the parking lot. I go in like, I'm trying to like rip off the tree branch. I have no gloves, no nothing. The guy is like, what are you gonna do? I was like, I'm gonna try and get into my car. So he gives me his gloves. No, I'm lying. He was like, oh, let me try and help you. Try to like do the manly thing or whatever. So he goes and he's like breaking the tree branch, but the tree is like kind of new and wet, so it's like, hard to wriggle it off. He's like, I don't think this is gonna work. So I'm like, man, I'm done messing with you. So I go into the gas station. I tell the gas guy what's happening. I was like, can I get some gloves so I can try and get into my car? And as soon as I get into my car, I can get my wallet and I'll pay you. So he was like, okay, are you sure? So I'm like trying to look for something that could be sturdy enough to push, because I think even if I get the tree branch, it's not gonna work. So you know what I found? You know those like, they put them in like parking lots. They're like markers so that when the plow people are plowing, they don't like run into the curb. Right. They're like skinny.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
They're like skinny plastic metally type poles.
Yeah, I know you're talking. I know
so
exactly.
So I seen one of those. So I pulled that out of the ground. Right.
Right. So now you in survival, like you in survival mode. Like different chemicals in your brain are going off.
Right. The guy that was trying to help me, he's in his car, like on his phone doing something. I don't know.
I would do the same thing.
So I took that stick and I'm like maneuvering it like MacGyver, like through the slat in my window.
Right.
Boom. Hit the down window button. Rolled down the window.
All right.
Got into my car.
Yes.
Got my wallet, paid the guy for the gloves. He didn't even let me pay the gloves. He was like, no. He was like, it's okay. Like, he was like, you keep them. Those must be lucky for you.
Now,
that's what the guy said.
what was the level of euphoria you was on when that window was going down? When you put that object in, that little ride?
I was
like, was you about to like make love to yourself? Like, how is that feeling?
I was so excited. I was like, because it wasn't working at first. I was like, oh, because it was like I couldn't, because you can't see, you know what I'm saying? But the guy came out of his car when he seen what I was doing and was talking to me through the glass. So when I finally got it, it was like magic, and I was so excited. Got in. So the whole ordeal was probably about 20 minutes. But
it probably seemed like 4 hours.
Yeah, but it was good. I kept the rod. Well, I was like, this might come in handy.
Well, you haven't had a rod in you in a minute. But Senny, listen to me.
But I was glad. Because even if I would have called AAA or whatever, I would have still been waiting there. So I'm glad I took things into my own hands.
That was a great story. Thanks for sharing with the whole group. Are there people in the chat room? Put a number 1 if you ever been locked out of a car. Put a number 2 if you haven't. Senny.
Crazy stuff happens. That's not even the crazy.
Yeah,
thing.
that's not. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna on the motivation. I'm gonna give you on the motivation one. I'm just gonna give you a light.
Yeah, that was motivation for me.
Right. I'm gonna give you a very light Shawn Harvey locked out story. And just for notes, Senny J. When I go, you know when you leave.
Yeah, maybe he did want those digits, Jamie Rios, but he didn't help me enough to get them.
Senny, I even like say you go, like, for me, when I go out the house, like, say if I go to the car or go outside, like, say if I just need something out the car to go back in the crib, I carry my keys with me. Right. And there's people in the house.
You're so weird.
Now, Senny, back in the day, when I was out there living real crazy, you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Senny, I came home one time late at night. I'm in a relationship, y'all. And I got into an argument with the woman that I was with because, I was doing the wrong thing, Senny.
Of course.
Came home at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, hickey on my forehead. You know, it's all crap. Drunk.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
Drunk with a hickey on my forehead and going like, what? And it was on a work day, see. And the young lady was a responsible young lady. And I come in, and then here's the big argument. And we were living together at the time. I got the car outside. Senny, we get into this big argument. Now she's getting ready to go to work, right? Mm-hmm. So we're fighting, not physically fighting, just arguing, right?
Right.
She storms out. I storm out the place. She said, "Don't ever talk to me again." Da 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 da. Everybody, da da da. All this, right? I storm out. She storms out. She gets on the train, go to work. Senny, I get down the block to the car. I forgot the house keys and the car keys in the crib. After an argument with a woman that said to me, never come around me again.
Don't you dare.
My car keys and the house keys that I was staying with her while she was throwing me out were in the house.
Yeah.
And she was on the train going to her job. And City, I called her an hour and a half later. Hey, listen, I locked myself. My keys are in your apartment.
She didn't give a damn.
City, you know what she did? Hung up the phone.
Yeah, I don't give a damn where your
And
keys
City,
are.
I was out there the whole day, chilling with friends, and I didn't get my keys back until 7 o'clock at night.
How'd you get them back? She gave them back to you.
She gave them back to me. She gave them back to me. She came into the crib, mad, the whole thing, gave me the keys, and that was it. But I was like, see, that's just what I get. I couldn't believe that I left all my keys. But I called. Hey, listen, if you don't mind, I left everything. All my keys are in your apartment. Hung up the phone on me.
With the quickness. I can't even believe she answered. She probably thought you were going to apologize.
Well, I was doing a lot of that too. You know what I mean? Like, it was like, yo, you know what? I'm sorry for what happened. Blah 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 blah.
Right.
But and then
And she's like, you want your keys?
Yeah, I want my keys. And she's at the job. I'm in the Bronx, New York. She's down in Midtown Manhattan somewhere where she worked. And there was no way I was going down there. And I had to wait. I was locked out for literally 10 hours. What
were you doing?
I was going to my friend's house. Like, I was still in the neighborhood.
Right. You were staying in the vicinity?
Yeah, I was in the vicinity. Like, I felt like a complete a-hole. After all, like, I was, but the thing is,
all
like,
that big issue we're talking.
Yeah, all that.
She was at work, like,
right,
yeah.
all that. I don't want to curse. Just and f that, whatever. Blah blah blah. I'm done. I'm out. Finished. I walked to the car. I don't have no keys. No keys.
No keys.
That's just one of the horrific stories. Your story is one of those Cinderella type stories.
Yeah,
I love that story.
In the cold and the rain and the snow.
So, put it in words. Anybody been locked out the house? Has anybody been locked out of their house or their car in the chat, other than you and myself? See?
Yeah.
Are the people in the chat room? Anybody been locked out?
I've been locked out of my house so many times.
Of course. Now, just the regular locked outs.
And I've been locked out.
That could be for me 100 times.
And like I've been like locked out of my parents' house, like when I'm was grown and like lived in my own place, and I've had to break into their place.
But do you know it's illegal to do that?
My dad wasn't happy that I messed up the screen, but where else was I supposed to go? I was in the area, and they weren't home.
Is anyone in the chat room that's been? Is anyone in the chat room, Senny, that's been locked out of their house?
Yeah. I'm sure there have. Have you guys been locked out of your house? Or put a number 1 in the chat room if you've been locked out of your house, or put a number 2 in the chat room if you've had to break into your relative's house because you've had to stay there and they weren't there and you just needed to crash for a minute.
We don't want to bring up no bad memories, but it's a Motivational Monday. It all goes back to what I was talking about, Senny, about writing things down.
Right. But I don't think it leads back to that.
It does lead back to that because, Senny, I write down on my notes, don't forget your keys. I write that down because I will forget my keys. I mean, I know it's robotic and it's automatic for all of us, but there's that one time that you will do it. And because I wrote it down, my keys were in my pocket. So when I locked the door this morning, right? And I had that fear, like, oh my God, I just locked myself out. I touched my pockets and my keys were there. And they were only there because I wrote all this information down.
Right.
And I think at my age, at 56, I got to start writing everything down just in case that little, those little mental issues happen to you when you get older, when you start forgetting things.
So write things down.
I write down. Everybody in the chat room on the Motivational Monday, please write everything down if you're not doing it.
Well, one thing.
I mean everything.
Well,
I write Senny, I write my thought. I write everything down. I have to.
Well, I'm very forgetful, and my mom, she has been making sure that I have been being more conscious. She said, when you do things, be intentional. Like, when you're at the register, don't just take your money and go. Take your money, put it in your wallet, close your wallet, put it in your purse, and just be repetitive with everything you do. When you come home, make sure you put your keys in the same place. Yeah. And just do the same thing all the time. And if you get in the habit of doing the same thing, she said it'll get less, you'll reduce, your instances of losing things. So
now,
that's what I've started doing, and I haven't lost a lot of things, but I still forgot my keys today, didn't I, Shawn?
Yeah, right. And you know what? That wasn't even part of the conversation. Senny actually left her keys here to the office.
Yeah, and actually when I left the apartment today, and I closed the door, I thought to myself, do I have my keys? And then I'm like, they're probably in my bag. But I didn't check.
See, but that's what I do.
And I just walked away. And then when I was walking, and I was like, I was looking in my bag for the keys, and I couldn't find them. And then I was like, whatever. I must have left them inside. And I was like, well, Shawn will have his. That's what I said.
Well, now,
and I just kept going on about my day.
Why was you so confident that I would have my keys?
Because I knew you'd have them.
Well, how do you know that?
Because you'll have them. And if you didn't have them, Barbi would have hers.
Right. But
one
why?
One out of three.
Right. But why? Is it just chance, or is just folks are responsible?
No, it's not chance. It's that you guys will have them.
But why? Is it because you think there's a chance we might have them, or there's a response? We're responsible enough to have them.
It's both.
It's both?
You're responsible enough to have them. And what are the chances that all three of us would forget our keys?
Right.
Impossible.
Now, Senny, have you ever, before on the Motivational Monday, and it goes back to what you just said with your mother, this sparked this another conversation with this, and then we'll move on to the weekend, because there's one thing I want to say about what's going on over the weekend. Senny, have you ever placed something in your house, your apartment, and forgot where you placed the item? I think we've all done that. And you tear up the house, you're looking for a key, a cell phone, a piece of paper. How many times have you think you've done that in the last 5 years, where you put your phone down, or your keys or whatever, and you can't even find it?
Yeah.
You placed this somewhere. And now the next thing you know, you cleaned up your whole bedroom. The phone is in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So
the thing I hate is, when you have something in your hand and you place it down and then you can't find it.
And you can't find it.
So annoying.
Put a number 1 in the chat room if you ever did that. Now, Senny, before we shout out the room, show everybody some love. I'll let you guys know later on today. Tomorrow might be our last day, or Wednesday. I'll let you know.
Yeah, everybody there in the chat room talking about when they were younger and they lost their house key.
Or they're in there talking about?
And your parents used to threaten your life. And your parents say, great, now anybody can break in here. How does anybody know what that key opens up? I hate when parents used to
But
say
they, you know, parents, they all gave us that speech when
Everybody
they gave us.
says that.
But Cindy, when you, even for me.
Nobody knows this house is to 2234 Kraken Lane, Mom. Stop.
But the parents always give
I don't know where I
the
got
kids
that from.
that speech when you get the key for the first time. There's almost like an Italian sit-down mob session on the key and how responsible how you have to be responsible for it. It's almost like a ceremony when you give your child the key to the apartment for the first time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a whole. I know I got this whole. Right. If you better don't lose this key because this was gonna happen to you.
And you know what? I did that to my kids, and they used to come home, but when they used to lose it, or like my son never had it because he was like, I thought Luz had it, you know, because he's like, Luz always has it. You know, that was always his thing. I couldn't really get mad.
Right.
You know how? Because they would see me lose my
You're right.
They used to see my mom come and bring me a spare all the time or whatever. So I can't really, how would I really get mad? I would just be like, all right, well, come on. You know, you guys know it's important. Like, don't lose your key. You have to keep it with you, blah, blah, blah. So it's hard sometimes.
Well, put a number one in. Well, it's not hard. You can't do it. You're not qualified.
It's hard for me.
You're not qualified to give that speech to anyone. To not
One
only your
time
kids.
my daughter was like, Mommy, do you not have your key? And she was like, I think I have mine. I'd be like, great. See? Teamwork. That's why we need our keys.
All right. Now, Cindy, on the Motivation Monday, we're going to take a quick break.
Gotta love the children.
Cindy, I've come to the realization on a Motivational Monday that white older men and white women dance better than black folks.
Shawn.
Last night at the Iron Mule, Cindy, we had a small get together for special shout out to DJ Hot Sauce. We had a few folks at the Iron Mule last night, Cindy.
Shout out to Hot Sauce.
Shout out to Hot Sauce.
Shawn, you always with you when you're.
Yeah, with the white folks dancing at the show. It's one of the things I love to do when I'm hosting the show.
Why do you like to put them on the spot like that?
Because white folks, first of all, it's hard to get black folks up there to do things like that.
Yeah, black folks.
Because black folks are like, nah, son, it's like a V. Like sometimes black folks think in the comedy show think like everybody got record deals. White folks are so liberal they don't care. But Cindy, you know, I did what I usually do all the time with Battle of the White Guys.
Right.
And Cindy, 3 white guys got up there. Typical white guys, you know, Jesus, sandals, khakis,
Right.
shirt tucked in with the belt.
Right.
But really, like fun guys.
Right.
And Cindy, when all 3 of them started dancing,
Right.
it was a revelation to me. I go,
It was like a thing.
I think to myself, I go, these guys have a dance step. And we laugh at them, and they have some rhythm about them. It's just backwards.
They got that thing with them.
And they got the smile, and Hot Sauce started playing the old school song, Play That Funky
The
Music, White Boy.
Play that funky music.
And these white guys, they started gyrating. It's hilarious to me.
They love that.
And they love it, but there is actually a step to what they're doing. We're too busy being very judgy and laughing. I have come to the conclusion that breaking news, everyone. Breaking news.
White guys?
White guys can dance.
Hey.
And not only white guys can dance.
I've seen a few white guys cut her up.
Not only white folks that can dance. White men, Cindy, even though they're freaky and very perverted, shout out to them, they will jump right to that dance floor. Black folks, Cindy, why does it take us black folks, the majority of us, a few minutes to warm up, to get... Only except for Jersey folks. I always say the Jersey folks, they always, with the house music, they run right to the dance floor. They're good. They get right on the floor. other than the Jersey folks, like New York folks, folks that other than folks that listen to house music, it takes a few minutes for us to get to the dance floor. And the DJ could be playing the best songs. He could be having that music where that feel-good music where people are dancing. Why do us black folks dance in our seats and it takes us an hour to get on the dance floor? And the group that I hate the most is the VIP that sit there for the whole night and then 30 minutes before it's time to leave, get up and dance.
I don't know.
Why? What's the problem with us, Senny? Why we can't be free and liberated like our Babylonian friends and just get on the dance floor and cut that rug and be jolly? What is it about us that we can't turn up on the drop of a dime?
I don't know. I mean, there are people talk about them. The ones that be out there on the dance floor, doing it up, having a good time. I'm one of them. I love to dance. That's what I go to the club to do.
Senny, but do you like?
I mean, maybe some people, they need to like feel it out. Maybe take a couple drinks. I don't know. I'm not one of those people. But I see them. I see those people. And they're not having a good time.
Listen. If you're one of those folks, I'm talking to my black folks.
That's not me.
If you're one of those folks that sit there for 2 hours while everyone's dancing,
I mean, I don't know what you're going for.
and you're sitting there looking pathetic, and you're not dancing, you shouldn't go to the club no more, or club, or any comedy show, whatever it is. Put them in the chat room if you're one of those people that just don't dance, but you wait 3 hours into the party to dance. I don't do that, Senny.
I know, Shawn. You're out there.
I get right,
You're
and
moving around.
you can't even use alcohol as an excuse, CJ. I don't
know.
even drink.
I know, Shawn, but you're an entertainer.
But Senny, I love music and I love to dance. So if the music is popping and everything is good, why am I sitting down when you know the music is good? Because you're too busy worrying about what other people gonna say or do while you're dancing.
Maybe they don't know how to dance. A lot of people don't.
That's why
don't know
I
how to
say.
dance.
That's why I say white guys who we say that don't know how to dance. They're on the dance floor doing the chicken foot and whatever they're doing.
But you're kind of making them do that. They don't want to get up and dance.
Senny, all these festivals out here in the Lehigh Valley and even in the Poconos, when the bands and the DJs are playing, and number of white folks out there, Senny, you see white folks running to that dance floor. Senny, have you been at the country fair and they're playing music and white folks is up there dancing? They are on the dance floor. Jersey folks are dancing. Some of us black folks, we don't like to dance. And last night, Senny J, even though we had a light crowd in there, these folks were dancing, Senny, having a good time.
Yeah. Shout out to them. They were cutting the rug.
Senny, if a white dude came up to you with the white man dance, the chicken foot.
Yeah.
Are you dancing with the dude with the chicken foot?
Yeah. I've danced many a white guy. It's cool.
Okay, so last question.
White people know how to party. I like partying with them.
Right, like
they can drink too. They're cool.
I don't understand why we don't get on the dance floor.
Yeah.
And then it's weird. Like sometimes your favorite DJ's there, and I don't get it.
Yeah. Well, I make sure too. I like to go with people. I go with people that like to dance. I don't like to go with people that don't like to dance either, because then it's just not fun. There's always one out the group though that want to sit on the side, but that's just them. I'm not gonna let anybody, ruin my time.
But what's the mentality of that one person that sits there the whole entire night, dressed to the T, looking good, smelling good, and not even, they might get out their seat and stand for a minute and do a two-step and sit back down.
Yeah.
I don't want folks like that around me. I want to dance. Put number one chat room if you love to dance. Put a number two in the chat room if you don't. on a motivational Monday. I went to that hookah lounge that you're talking about, Senny, Indigo Hookah, right?
Yeah.
A few
I went
weeks
there
ago.
too.
A few weeks ago, right? And they was playing a little Jersey music in there.
Yeah.
And everybody was sitting around with the hookah.
Yeah.
Senny, I got up and started dancing.
Yeah.
Because the music was feeling good.
Yeah.
And I got up and started two-stepping.
Okay.
And I don't care. I don't care who sees me or what it is.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like, Senny, are you one of those? I know I seen you party. See, you're fun. You're fun.
Yeah, I went there Saturday. We had a good time. Me and my sister and her friends went there. We were twerking in there.
So you always getting up dancing a little bit too?
Yeah.
See,
we danced a lot.
See, right, but this is what I'm talking about. Like, dancing is liberating. If you want to, I know how people get down and they dance in the house and they dance in their own private dance. I get that. But if you want to go out and just liberate yourself.
Yeah.
And dance.
Yeah.
All right, Senny, before we shout out the room, we just want to let folks know that
and people are worried too. People got cameras now. People be recording people. So people don't want to get caught out there. Times are different, Shawn.
what are you talking about?
You could be on the dance floor looking real crazy and somebody gonna record you, and next thing you know, you're gonna be on World Star the next day. That's a liability. So some people might just want to keep it cute so they don't end up, we see a lot of those dancing videos that end up online.
Well, you might have a point there.
You gotta take that into consideration.
Yeah, but you don't. I mean, listen. If you're on the,
because I've seen a lot of stuff there's a lot of stuff on my phone that I just don't put out there because I'm not that type of person. But it's on there when I want to go. It's definitely in the group chat. I'm like, girl, remember that girl?
Are you one of those folks, Senny? Before we shout out the room, show some love. Are you one of those folks that pull out the camera and start recording if someone's overly turned up?
For sure. For sure. What the hell? Why not? I could have something that goes viral. What? Absolutely. I don't want to miss it.
Right. So if you saw me at a party on the turn up, on the super turned up with a chick.
I would never post anything like sexual or like where somebody could be getting hurt or like anything crazy. Like, no, I would like try and stop that. But like,
if you saw me,
like somebody like being drunk and like throwing up, yeah.
If you saw me on the dance floor turned up,
somebody dancing crazy.
If you saw me on the dance floor turned up, and some other chick just came and started giving me the booty dance, other than my wife, and I'm on the dance floor minding my business, how fast are you recording that? Senny, how fast you whipping out that phone?
So
if
fast.
you see,
my phone's probably already out. I'll be like, oh my god.
But knowing that, I'm just minding my business, getting my dance on. If a young lady came over there twerking at your boy Harvey,
yes, I would record that.
And I'm not resisting.
Yeah.
You would record that?
Yeah. I'd record it to show you. I'd be like, oh my god, look.
Senny, if you was at a girls' night out and when you went to the place to be, my wife was actually there, and you saw my wife all of a sudden twisted, twerking on some hot body guy, some hot body young guy, some like Luke Cage type of a guy.
Yeah.
And she's twisted, but she want to get a booty dance on, a little twerk. Are you recording that?
Yeah, I'm gonna record it.
For real? So it goes both ways?
Yeah.
Well, Senny.
What I do with it is my business.
Right. Will you come in here Monday morning without telling me, giving me a look on my face? What are you doing?
No, I'm not saying anything.
Right. So women with the women.
Right.
Right.
Women with the women.
And would you run over to the dance floor if my wife is overly twerking with the hot Latin guy? Would you give it? What would you do?
I'd be like, girl, who is this? What are you doing? And she'd be like, oh, hey, Senny. and be like, oh, hey.
And then what are you saying? I want to know. I want to know where we stand with this. Women with the women, that's how that conversation starts?
Yeah.
And then what?
And then that's it. And then we're going to probably just take her and, like, we're going to go get some shots. That's it.
And then what if you take shots and she get back up? Are you going to stop her from going back to the dance?
No, after that, then I'm going to leave the club.
You're going to leave the club?
I'm going to be like, all right, bye, girl.
Are you serious? How fast are you?
I'm going to be like, we're going to go someplace else. This place isn't for me.
You can't stand the truth, huh? How fast are you texting me? You're not. Whoa, City, you're not.
What am I gonna text? Maybe she's
Your
just
wife
dancing.
is here acting like a whore in the club.
Maybe she's just dancing with her friends.
No, there's dancing, and City, there's dancing.
Well, Shawn, I know you're a real liberal guy, so I don't know where you stand. You guys probably have some agreement or something that I'm not privy to.
Okay,
I don't know.
Okay, so City,
you're the type. She can flirt, she can do whatever. You're real liberal with that stuff. So
but City,
it's probably nothing.
But City, if you saw her doing a heavy twerk and Luke got both hands on the hips. With the mouth out with the tongue. I don't know why you'll do the tongue thing. City, why women do the tongue thing when they take pictures? City, Luke got both hands, big ass hands on my wife's hips, and she's doing the extra twerk. What are you doing? You really walking out the club? You don't want no parts of this?
No, I'm gonna let her know that I see her.
Right.
I'm gonna say hey.
You're gonna say hey.
Yeah.
But is that all that needs to be said between women?
And then if from there she proceeds to, act out.
What are you gonna do then?
Oh, well then, I mean, I don't know. I'd have to think about it.
Cindy, what if you see the horrific, like Luke grabs my wife's hand and they walking out the club, and you see this? Well, how fast are you? What are you doing, Cindy? I want to know where we stand. What are you doing? Cindy, what are you doing? Are you ready to stop? Stop! I was at the wedding! Cindy,
I would go up there and be like, hey, girl, it's me again. Hey, girl. Who's this
right,
again?
right. Get your hands off of her. What are you doing?
No, yeah, and I would definitely for sure I mean, if this was like a Saturday and we came in here, I'd call you for sure on Sunday.
Then you'll call. Sunday you call.
Yeah.
Why they call when the guy's in the parking lot?
I don't know. First of all, if it's a Saturday, you're probably at a show because I don't want to break a leg. Boom, you're in a train of thought. I'd call Sunday and be like, what are you doing today? See what the vibe is in the home. And be like, did Tanya tell you I saw her last night?
Oh.
Try to gauge it, because I've been through that. I told my best friend, I helped her, gave her the missing piece to some incriminating information about her husband. And, she ended up not speaking to me. They ended up reconciling whatever they were going through. And, she didn't talk to me for months. Right. And we lived close to each other. So it's it was crazy to me. And then I had to I had to force myself, we were at a mutual friends event.
Right.
And I kind of cornered her and was like, can we talk? Because you're not answering my text and you're ignoring my phone calls. And I want to talk about this because I don't understand why you're not talking to me. But, I get it. You and your husband are back together, but yeah. He's the one that did something to you and I didn't do anything. So after we're cool and everything now, but yeah, ask me again if I'm going to tell anybody about their situation because, and I don't know what was going through her mind. I mean, she kind of felt that I wasn't, you're supposed to be my friend, but I guess she kind of felt like what I knew I should have told her sooner.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like I didn't think that it was anything at the time. You know what I mean? And until all the stuff came out. So it's like, I don't know. And why do I want to bring something into your relationship that might not be anything? And it's like, I could go to you and be like, oh, Tanya was at the club dancing on some guy. And then, she can be like, oh, yeah, well, that's just my work friend. And then you're going to be like, that's just her work friend. And then all of a sudden, Tanya thinks that, like, I'm trying to ruin your relationship or something. And then next thing you know, she's like, why would Senny even say that? Like, she would think I would cheat on you or something.
Right.
And then you're like, oh, no, like, that's just Senny. And then next thing you know, like, I'm not invited to stuff because she thinks I'm trying to ruin your relationship. So it's like, you're going to take that person's side over what the other person is saying, even though, we're friends. And then next thing you know, it's just weird. So you have to tread lightly with that stuff. I mind my business.
Wow.
I mind my business.
And well, I guess that means you're not saying nothing to me.
I'm going to check out the vibe. If you on the vibe, like, she might have did something like that, I'm going to be on that.
So what if you picked up the phone and said, hey, how was Saturday night? And then I just yell out, who was the neighbor that was grabbing my wife's arm? Thank you for saving her from putting a slong in her mouth. What if I start off the conversation like that?
I would be like, oh my God, like Shawn last night.
Right, thank you. But City, you do bring up a good point. If my wife came to me talking about my girlfriend, this and that, going through, I saw something, maybe I should tell her, Senny, from the information you just shared with me,
right.
I would tell my wife, stay away from that. Stay away. Love her from a distance. Because it might turn on you, like you just said. The story your experience you just shared with this. Because, women will. Because
when people say the truth always comes to the light, right? So when your friend, if you know something and your friend or somebody comes to you and you know something that can add to that, I know some people are like, well, maybe this is the light and I can give them the light and this is no, like they can still find out, I feel like, what they need to find out without you giving this information. Or I don't know, unless you're willing to just stand it out and willing to, because I think if I did it again,
I'm listening.
Because I think if the situation were to come up again and I were just to be like, you know what, you're a dog, like you did this to my friend, I don't even care, blah, 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 blah. And like I knew something and told her. Because I think if I did blatantly know something, I would probably tell her, because it's just messed up. Because like men that do that, like, and I know he's going to do it again. She probably won't even tell me if he does step out.
Right.
But I know, because that's just, they do that. But I think if I knew it, I would just be ready to just let that dissolve, because you also don't want to sit with that on your conscience either. But
so it's
people
it's
need to really look at
catch-22 with this.
Yeah, and you really need to look at yourself as to why are you disconnecting yourself from that person? I mean, unless there was really malice as to why they were withholding that or why they didn't tell you or what the circumstances were, I don't know why people shoot the messenger, because there is that saying. And that must be a psychological thing, why people do that.
Well,
and it's internal. It has to do with you. You don't want to deal with what the problem is, so you're gonna be mad at the whatever.
Yeah, the messenger.
Is confronting you with it.
You know what? If that was me and I saw and I know we had this discussion before. We're gonna take a quick break and then we're gonna shout out the room. If I saw one of the homies' wives out there doing whatever, getting slonged out, do I go back and tell the homie, my friend? I would, but then it would be a disclaimer. I'm like, listen, after this conversation is over with, homie, our relationship is done. It's disconnected. It's severed. I'm going to share that because of what you're just saying. I don't want that.
You're gonna cut
yes.
Because then you're saying you're just gonna cut up. Because the person might not react like that.
I'm out.
They might receive the information well.
No. I'm gonna be a true friend. I'm out.
Oh,
I'm disconnecting. The relationship is done. The relationship is over. Yo, homie, I saw your wife getting slonged out. Nice knowing you, bro. Because of just what you said. That might flip on me. He might cut me off. So I'm getting cut off anyway. I might as well cut myself off.
But that was just how that
because of your story
me.
that you said. Now I know it goes from it's individual cases. I get that, but I think it's a high percentage that the messenger catches the collateral damage. I'm just saying.
I mean, yeah.
So if there's a high percentage, just like you said about Barbi and myself having the key and you're not having the key, there's a high percentage that one of us have the key. So there would be a high percentage that the messenger will be discarded and just disconnected and shoved to the side so that relationship can continue on. So if that's the case, Senny, if that's the case, if I'm being a true friend, our relationship is done, homie. I saw your wife getting slonged out. Have a good night and a good life, and I'm out.
You know what I think it is too?
That's it.
Is I think it's easier to reconcile with the person that they're going through the
victim.
It's easier to reconcile with the person they're going through the thing with because the person has to be apologetic to them. But because now I'm the friend. I know like the effery that's going on, and now you have to like rationalize it to me. And I think there's a little bit of embarrassment there too. So they don't want to look like a fool. So it's easier to just discard the person that's telling you. Because the person that's telling you wants to be like, okay, so like, what are we going to do? When the person that's telling you really, I mean, if they really just want to support you and they really just want to give you the information so that you know. I mean, you don't know. They're trying to tell you something that you don't know. But I think there's a little bit of embarrassment and shame that comes with that too.
And I think because of us men not managing our feelings accordingly, I think that it would be yes, I'm disconnecting because if I share to the homie that your wife is getting slonged out because of the embarrassment and all the feelings that go through it, he might retaliate against me with a physical altercation because men love to do. The men can't.
He might just punch you out of nowhere.
Punch me in the face, punch me out of nowhere.
Stop talking about my wife getting slowed down.
That's right. Yo, you slowed her too? Like, it'll be, so I'm out because I don't even know how you're going to react. You just said your friend reacted by not speaking to you. You live right across the street. So there's further proof of the disconnect of the relationship.
Right. It's hard. So I tried lightly. Because
if this happened again, would you do it again?
I think so because I don't want it on my conscience. I don't want that I know that on me. And then you're sitting here and I'm sitting here and act. I don't know how people do that because people say that all the time. Oh, not me again. If I know something, I ain't saying something. I don't think that's in my character. I don't think I could do that. And if I did do that, I couldn't be around them. I wouldn't be able to be around you and be cool with you.
So then you disappear out of the relationship. The friend is like, where the hell, Senny, why are you not around me?
Yeah.
So
I would just.
So now you're avoiding the whole situation.
Yeah. So I would probably.
But you still feel in the same way.
Yeah, and I would approach that person with a disclaimer. You know, I'd be like, you know, I'm going to tell you something. I really don't want to because of, you know, the history with this. But I can't sit with it and, you know, come with it what may. But blah, 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 blah.
All right. Well, check this out, y'all. You guys, thanks for tuning in with us. Senny, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's star time. Rocking the jams non-stop. The Master Mix with DJ Tall Guy. DJ Tall Guy.
Oh, once again, it's your man DJ Tall Guy, baby, with another DJ Tall Guy exclusive, and we kick it like this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have someone very special here this evening. Going to perform for us.
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, we have someone very special here this evening. Going to perform for us. Ladies and gentlemen, we have someone very special here this evening. Going to perform for us. Ladies and gentlemen, we have someone very. Ladies and gentlemen, we have someone very. Ladies and gentlemen, we have someone very special here this evening. Going to perform for us. Ladies and gentlemen, we have someone very special here this evening. Going to perform for us. Ladies and gentlemen, we have someone very. Ladies and gentlemen, we have someone very. Ladies and gentlemen, we have someone very special here this evening. Going to perform for us. Yeah. Let me pop. Let me pop. I got money. You got plenty to show. And that's funny. I've seen it before. You wanna hold my hand, you wanna hold my dough. You got love for sale, don't need it, don't need it, don't need it, don't need it. Oh yeah, don't need it. I got options. Any money and more. Get 'em in. Was a long time ago. You wanna spend my trust? You wanna spend my dough? You got love for sale. Don't need it. 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 Like a glass of hot water in the desert, baby. Like a snow machine on an old
All right, we are back. It is a Motivational Monday, July the 12th, 2021, 8 minutes after the hour. Welcome back. Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Wake up, Team Senny J, Barbi, Cologne, Weed. Get your morning started right. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Chat room's open. Please call in 570-982-6950. Show note, August the 1st, the one and only legendary Roxanne Shante will be in the building here in the Lehigh Valley at the Iron Mule, located 831 South Delaware Drive, Eastern Pennsylvania. Doors open up at 5 p.m. Showtime 6. Right now we have the early bird special. Tickets right now are only $10 each. I'll repeat, $10 each. It's going to be $300 at the door. Please inbox me, Shawn Harvey, comedian Shawn Harvey. Go on the group page, Shawn Harvey Morning Show, inbox, or you can call the number 570-982-6950. You can also bundle up these events because August the 22nd, we have Coca Brown coming to town, also at the Iron Mill, 831 South Delaware Drive, Eastern Pennsylvania. She's super hilarious. We're doing it for the ladies this in August, Senny J. Roxanne Shante, August the 1st. Coco Brown, August 22nd. We bring premier acts here to the Lehigh Valley at the IMU 831 South Delaware Drive, Eastern Pennsylvania. So come on out, get your laugh on. 2-drink minimum, food minimum required at the IMU. So come on out. You have 2 legendary comedians, Roxanne Shante. Not only that, she's going to tell her jokes. She's going to do some of her old school songs. She has a book. She has a radio show. So it's going to be just a great way to connect with the legendary Roxanne Shante, and also Coco Brown, who is so hilarious. Ladies and gentlemen, you will enjoy her. She was in the movie Ted, for better, for worse, Tyler Perry, the OJ trial on Netflix. This is my homegirl, BET's Comic View. She's super hilarious. Both of these young ladies will be calling in. So please get your tickets right now. Early bird special, only $10 admission. August 1st, Roxanne Shante. August 22nd, Coco Brown. We're doing it for the ladies in the month of We're doing it for the ladies in the month of August. So please just hit me up. That's where we have the tickets. Only
Good
$10.
morning.
Yeah, hold on a second, Deborah. Only $10. You can bundle that up. $20. You get Roxanne Shante and also Coco Brown, Iron Mule, 831 South Delaware Drive, Eastern Pennsylvania. Hit me up. Let's go. Senny Barbi be in the building as well. Senny, on the phone, we have Deborah Leslie's clap.
Right.
Yes. Hey, Deborah.
Right. I'm in St. Thomas, y'all.
Ooh.
By the beach. I was meditating, so I just thought that I would call in.
Oh,
Let's
that's
clap.
so nice.
Wow.
I'm glad that you thought about us after meditating.
How long?
Can y'all hear that water?
Yes.
Yes, it sounds so nice.
Could you take some pictures and put them in the group room, please?
Okay.
How long you going to be down there?
Oh, this is my last day.
Unbelievable. Senny, I'm going there on Thursday.
Oh, that's
St.
gonna be so
Thomas?
nice.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my
And
God.
Shamika is there. Well, she's in St. Martin.
Okay.
But that's so
Wow,
nice.
she's
No.
going to be there. I was going to say, Deborah, if you're there all week, we could turn up on me.
Oh,
Oh, man.
man. You guys are just
I came
missing.
last Friday. That's why when Angel was talking, I was like, thank you, because I was still packing.
Well, let me ask you a question. Because, Senny, I'm going to St. Thomas.
Yeah.
And they required me to take a COVID test 72 hours before the flight. Did that apply for you as well, Deborah?
Yes, and there's a portal that you have to pull down because that's what they do. You have to have the portal, and they do check it. When you get to the airport, they're going to check it. You're going to have that portal. You download it.
Like from your hospital.
Did
Like the portal from whatever hospital you go to.
It's from the St. Thomas website because you're going to need it. It's a code that they give you. Make sure you do it like Wednesday because what they have to do is approve it.
So,
Shawn.
so
They approve it, and if you come with a red QR code, you're not getting in. They're not playing.
oh my God. So
Yeah.
this, Senny, you talked about the information from there's a portal from
Yeah.
St. Thomas Virgin Islands. They got their own government portal. But did you get the information? Because Senny just asked you a question. You got the results and you sent them from your chart to the portal?
Right. What I did was I went to City MD and I just did a snapshot of the negative results and sent it to them.
Oh, okay.
Like you could just do how you get your results, just do a snapshot from your phone and then you upload it to the site, and after you upload it to the site, they will review it and they send you back a code, but it's a QR code that they actually scan. They check it against your ID once you get here. But they check it in the airport too in order for you to get in.
Yeah, because Senny, they said this is serious because they said if I go down there without any results or nothing at all, that I have to quarantine for 14 days at my own expense.
Crazy.
Right. What's the sense of doing
So
that?
you're
But
going today,
just,
right?
Just go get an instant test.
No, I did the test yesterday morning. I did
Oh,
it.
good. Then just upload that. You have the thing?
No, I don't get the results till Tuesday morning.
Oh, you did it. You didn't even need to do the PCR.
Which one is that,
Because
Senny?
PCR is the one that takes 3 days.
Yeah.
That's because
You can do the
you're good, but you don't have to do that. You're vaccinated. What the hell? You didn't have to do any of that. Just send your a copy of your vaccine. They even take
What?
antibodies.
Wait. Are you
They
saying
said
you
you could
saying
send
if,
a picture of your vaccination
You
card.
did not have to take a COVID test. That's what I'm saying.
what?
If you're vaccinated, like where are you getting your info from?
The promoter gave me this information.
Well, did he
Right,
know
that's
that
why
you
you
were
can't listen to
vaccinated?
the promoter.
That's hilarious.
Did they give you the thing to upload?
Yes, he gave me that link.
Then go on that link right now. Take a picture. I'm sure you have a picture of your vaccine card. Upload that and watch. You're just gonna get it back, and they're gonna give you a. They don't give a damn about nothing but that green QR code.
So you saying I didn't even have to take the COVID test. I just screenshot my vaccination
Just
card.
go on that. First of all, go on that site. If you go on a link that they gave you, right? You went on that link. It tells you. It even takes the antibodies. If you had COVID within 3 months, but I didn't want to risk that because I have antibody. I did that test.
Yeah.
Wow. See.
But I just did a rapid test. You ain't need to do nothing. You're vaccinated.
See, Shawn.
Oh my God. I'm gonna do it right after the show then. But
Yeah,
what about what
you
about
want to do it because you want to make sure you get it back. Like my niece did hers before I did because I just got my test at the last minute. I did my antibody last week because I went on the website. I went on St. Thomas, Virgin Island website,
right?
And you go and see what you need. But then my niece got the link, and you just upload it, or the picture of your vaccine card, and they're gonna review it. And it doesn't take long, but do it as soon as you can. They want you to have it within, I think it's 5 hours. 5 days. But you could do it all the way up to the morning you're leaving. They don't care.
Now
but you need to have that green code.
So
you ain't getting in.
Right. So if I do all this and the code comes red, don't even go down there.
Exactly. Call them. Be like, I don't understand. They be like, we don't want you on the island. You have the Johnson and Johnson.
Well, that's what I have. Now let's get back to you.
I'm joking.
Let's get back to you at the beach this early in the morning. Tell us about that real quick before we get into the entertainment news. Cindy, she's on the beach.
Yes.
2 years ago that I got kidnapped to becoming a morning person because I started working in the morning.
Right.
So now I can't stop waking up very early in the morning. So the owner of the Airbnb we're staying at, she was coming over to exercise on the beach, so I came to meditate. Because my sister and them, they're not going to wake up till like 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. This morning.
Right.
And then we're going over to St. John's for another beach. So
Cindy,
it's like 4 beaches.
Cindy,
we're right by a beach, and there's a pool. It's a beautiful.
Cindy, you can hear
beautiful spot.
You can hear the serenity coming out of this young lady's voice right now with the ocean
Do you hear
waves.
The water?
Yes, we hear
it. Toes in the water.
We hear it clearly, Cindy.
Yes.
Can you take a picture and put it in the chat room?
Yes.
If you don't mind.
I'm happy.
Yeah, I have a bunch of them.
All right, we'll let you. Let's clap.
Okay.
What?
Love you guys.
All right, bye. What was that?
Are you all right?
You okay? What was that?
No, the water it splashed all the way up. I'm sorry. I don't mess with the beach like that, and it came up a little too high.
All right. Well, God bless you. Thank you for the information, and call back.
Fish live out there.
All right, bye.
I'm on this end. Hi, Vanetta, LaShawn, everybody. I miss LaShawn. That's my boo right there.
Well, we're about to see her next week.
You hear the waves of the ocean. She's like, hello, Vanetta, I miss you guys.
I know.
She's meditating and doing yoga. Let's clap for Deborah. Jesus Christ.
Oh, we're so happy you're having fun,
Deborah.
Deborah.
New peace and serenity. Y'all don't know that.
Did you
meditate a little bit?
Did you get a little tan while you're down there?
Oh, a lot of tan. Oh my God, I burnt actually.
Well, that's
just
great.
not good, but it's all right.
Cindy, don't you hear the waves sound very peaceful? Don't you hear that shit? Oh my goodness.
They are
all
serenity.
Right. Well, go on and eat your pineapples. Eat your pineapple.
No, I'm actually just drinking coffee and eating a bran muffin,
That's beautiful, though. But, Cindy, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what she's drinking. She's over there by the beach, the waves, the sun's up. Is it hot?
No, the sun is not up yet.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
It's not. It's up, but it's a little cloudy. It's
Oh,
not,
okay.
which is good for me because I don't need that extra sun. I'm going over to St. John and we're going to Honeymoon Beach today.
God bless you.
I'm here with my older sister, and my niece, and my nephew. This is actually my nephew's first trip.
Did you? Did everybody have their mask on the plane?
Yeah. You have to have your mask on. You have to have your mask on in the airport the whole time, too. You can't. They're not playing.
Senny, do you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
They're not. But Shawn, go and do that. I'm serious.
I'm gonna do it right after the show.
Because we were like, oh my God! As soon as you walk in the airport, like you can't even check your bags. They're gonna want that green code.
Right. The green code that's obviously on your cell phone.
From the portal. Yeah, put it on your cell phone, of course. And take a screenshot of it because you're going to have to use it a lot.
Oh, God. Senny, I'm nervous.
Yeah. You'll be fine.
No, you should be. You don't even have to go through all this vaccine, and then you won't even use it.
Yeah.
Me.
I'm going.
It's a lot of
Woody, you ain't got nothing to wear?
misinformation.
I'm gonna take Deborah Leslie's suggestion. I'm gonna just take a picture of my card, and then I'm going to send it and see what happens.
A lot of
'Cause
misinformation.
You know what? You're being such a guy because a woman would have already went and checked out what that portal was about.
I glanced at the portal. I didn't.
No, you were supposed to click on it. And if you click on it, you get all the info.
I'm definitely gonna do it.
Promoters talking about.
All right, we're gonna let you enjoy your coffee, your bran muffin, and the Atlantic Ocean. How about that?
I'm done.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I'll post some pictures.
Yeah. Post some pictures if you don't mind.
We love you.
I don't mind.
All right. God bless.
Don't mind if I do.
Would you like to say anything to your friends Vanetta and LaShawn real quick before we go?
Love y'all.
All right. Peace.
All right,
Wish
bye.
you were here. Bye.
Bye.
All right. See you.
Bye.
All right, so guys, what we're gonna do before we shout out the room, we're gonna do some Senny says. We're gonna do some entertainment on the motor. Senny motivated, right?
Yes.
I'm a little
I
motivated too. I know not to make sure I keep my keys on me. I write that note down.
Yes.
All right, Senny, what's going on? Senny says, everyone.
Yes. What is going on right now, Shawn, is that Wendy Williams is coming under fire. Recently, she had her show, and she was talking about a slain TikTok star, and people are coming out against it a little bit because they say that the way that Wendy delivered it was a little bit tone deaf, a little bit of disrespectful. She started off the show by basically asking everybody, the people in her audience, she asked them, if anybody knew she asked them to clap if anybody knew who Swavey is. Swavey. And she had a picture of him behind her. And of course, nobody, really clapped because they didn't really know who he was. And she said, well, he's a TikTok star and he's got more followers than me. 2.5 million, she said. And then she said, and as far as TikTok, she said, I don't use that at all. I don't know what that is, and I don't want to be involved. And she said, so here he is. And she, turned back and she looked at the picture of him and kind of like looked him up and down. And she's like, he's 19, and, the audience was like laughing because, she's like being Wendy and like kind of like giving him a little shade. Like, who is this kid? And then she also and so after they, laughed or whatever, and then she just goes, well, he's 19 and he was murdered Monday morning. So everybody was like, oh my God. And then, so a lot of people feel like it was very, crass in the way she said it. And this is actually, too, coming off of the heels of, Wendy just got blasted because she had came out, that There's another Instagram influencer. Her name is Tabitha Brown. And Tabitha has been doing really great lately. You know, she came up, she's a vegan influencer. She's known as like everybody's favorite mom. And she talks like this, real sweet. And she just ran, she's on the show The Shy now, which is really good on Showtime if anybody watches that show. She's coming in as a new character, and I guess she's been blessed enough to be able to retire her husband. And, you know, Wendy had something to say about that. That went viral. You know, she was talking about, oh, don't do it because he's just going to use you and abuse you. I know that type, basically like referring to her own marriage. You know what I'm saying? And Tabitha came back at her basically saying, you know, I'm going to pray for you. And I hope that you do find love where, you know, you find somebody that is actually the prayer that Tabitha said for Wendy. I know Wendy cried after that because I almost cried because it was just so sweet and just so like, you can tell that it was coming from a place of, I know you're hurting, and I hope that you can get through this.
Sort of like if Lynette Serrano was praying for one of us.
Yes. It was very much a Lynette Serrano. It wasn't like, it was like no shade. It was like, honey, I'm praying for you because I know you're hurt. Right. And so it, you know, so it just looks like Wendy, you know, it looks like you're really, why would you introduce somebody's death like that? And on top of that, if you don't even know who he is or you feel like your audience isn't going to know who he is, then why even report on it? You know what I'm saying? Why even talk about it? Why is it even in your hot topics if it's not going to relate to your people? I didn't like the way she delivered it either. When I saw the clip, because I was like, what is everybody talking about? You know, and then I was like, well, what is the uproar as well? You know, of course, you know, the mother of Swavey was like, you know, she's disgusted. Wendy, what's wrong with you? All types of stuff. But to me, Wendy's been doing this. Like, Wendy's been mad, wild, crazy, disrespectful, and people still watch her. Like, I don't understand if cancel culture needs to come from anybody. It needs to come from Wendy. And she's sick. So let's just, like, cancel and retire her so she can go and, like, get better or do whatever healing, recuperating she need to do. Because it seems like Wendy can stay doing wild, crazy, disrespectful stuff and she'll still be on TV. Her radio station still be keeping her on air. Like, what will it take for Wendy to get what should be coming to her, which is silence?
Well, my first question to you is, have you ever been a Wendy Williams fan? And the only reason why I say that is because you're already done with her.
Because it's been too much.
Is it? That's the first question. Have you ever been a Wendy Williams fan?
Yes, I have. I used to listen to her back in the day.
Okay. Now,
like, I used to like her gossip or whatever. I respect what she's done in the industry and being a black woman, you know, and pioneering and all that. Nobody can take that away from you. But like, come on now. Like, we're over here canceling people for stuff that they said, you know, 10, 15 years ago. And she's saying stuff every day, like right now, real time.
Okay, so
and she doesn't get held accountable for it.
Would you put her in the category sort of like a shock jock kind of, you know, she'll say, make controversial comments about what's going on in society and celebrity. She's been doing that for her whole entire career, right? Would that be safe to say?
Yeah.
So now this is a person. So can we say that Wendy Williams is consistent in what she does each and every day that's made her successful? Is that safe to say as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Now hold on. So if that's the case, and I agree with you, you know, what she said is out of order about the young man, you know, the way she announced the young man's death. She should have said that the man had died first and then went into the, you know, the whole situation. The internet has the power now. Social media has the power, you're right, to cancel anyone. If Wendy Williams gets that pass, and I'll tell you why. You know why, Senny? I was going to call you Senny. Senny, you know why she gets the pass?
Why?
Because she puts all her business out on Front Street.
No, she doesn't.
And because she does that, excuse me,
she didn't talk. Listen,
Her
when
whole divorce was public.
oh, yeah, now, but when he was running around with old girls,
They were
she
leaking
wasn't talking about that.
She was leaking it out.
No, she wasn't.
And then she went on the show.
It wasn't on her hot topic. She wasn't talking about Sharice Hudson.
Yeah, but when it went down, when it finally went down,
she had to because the girl was pregnant.
She didn't have to. She didn't have to.
Okay, Sean.
She didn't have to, but she did, of course. But see, Wendy Williams should be in the Hall of Fame of broadcasting. Does she say anything insensitive? Yeah, I think that was with the young lady who prayed, who
She's
did
always saying stuff insensitive.
Lynette Serrano's prayer, of course.
Method Man's wife, she announced that she had cancer without her knowledge. That is somebody's personal
I get
information.
I'm not disputing what you're saying.
What else did she do?
I'm not disputing anything that you're saying.
What was it? P. Diddy out there announcing that he's gay. She's Whitney Houston constantly talking about Whitney and her crack belly. Like, she's constantly saying wild, crazy stuff. And she stays getting, like, I just don't know what it is about her that keeps getting the passes. Like, that's just my whole thing. Like, why the pass? Like, for me, I don't want nobody coming out about no cancel culture, talking about, oh, cancel this, cancel that. When Wendy is out on Front Street every day being wild, crazy, disrespectful. Don't talk to me about canceling Chrissy Teigen. Don't talk to me about, canceling whoever. Like, don't. Unless Wendy Williams is getting canceled, I don't want to hear about it because it's just nonsense at this point. It's ridiculous. She's so insensitive, and I don't get it. And her show is not even good. She was better when she was on the radio.
Wendy Williams.
So Wendy Williams, you're canceled to me.
Wendy Williams,
and you're whack, and you're played out, and you're looking your age. So, hang it up, girl.
Hold on, Andre.
Before
Hold on, let me call you
hang it up before you get hung up. That's coming from Senny J. How you doing?
I have
How
you doing?
What even network is her show on or whatever?
Cindy, as y'all all know, I've confessed 1,000 times on this show that I would smash Wendy Williams.
Ew, gross. So gross.
I've been wanting to smash Wendy Williams for the last 20 years. We know that as facts and factual on this show. Should we cancel Wendy Williams?
She's already canceled.
I don't think that we should. She's just Wendy's auntie now.
She ain't auntie. She grandma. She ain't my auntie. My aunties look better than that.
Oh no, I think Wendy Williams. I think Wendy Williams is a very attractive young lady. Yes, I do agree. If whatever you're being in, you can't say things like this about folks or giving information about people who've had cancer and no one else knows about it. Sort of minimizing someone's death and putting some YouTuber on Front Street. But throughout the years, this is who Wendy Williams is. And I think Wendy Williams gets a pass from the culture, Senny J, because putting all her business on Front Street. You're right. There was a delayed reaction with the side chick and the husband and all that. Yes, I definitely agree with that. Wendy Williams, Senny J, I'm sadly to report to you, is going nowhere. That show is still popular. Princess Cox and myself have been to this show, and if Wendy Williams,
I just seen you know who else was on there that I seen in the audience recently? Stephanie. You need to bring her up. Can you bring her up here?
Stephanie, our Stephanie.
Yeah,
the
Stephanie.
Comedian? Yeah, Stephanie's been on her show.
Yeah, so funny.
Wendy, if there's some free passes to the Wendy show, I'm definitely going.
Oh my god!
I'm going. I've been there. Princess Cox No Pause has been there. Senny J, if they were free,
I would never.
If they were Senny, it's an awesome experience going to this show. Would you go to the if the SEAL team gave us some passes, Senny, would you go to the Wendy Williams show?
No.
All right. Shawn Harvey Morning Show, Senny Barbi.
Hi, good morning, guys. This is Vanetta. How are you today?
Hey, Vanessa.
Let's clap. I don't know if you heard, but Deborah Leslie sends love from the beach in St. Thomas.
Yes, I was listening. I'm so jealous. Yes, I was listening. I wish I was there with her. Yes,
Okay.
I heard her.
Okay.
No, I had just wanted to touch on this whole Wendy Williams thing. First of all, I used to be a fan of Wendy Williams. Not that I'm not a fan of her, but she just kind of went off the deep end. So I listened to her since I was a teenager and stuff. But what we also have to remember is she is struggling. She's been hurt, humiliated, embarrassed publicly, and she has
Let her
not done
finish
any
it.
work on herself.
So she
Wendy-
needs to retire.
No, she doesn't. Listen, the woman.
I'm not
break.
going to say she needs to retire, but I definitely felt like she should have took a hiatus. She definitely should have.
Nah.
Because she's a bitter one. She's bitter now, and it's coming across very bitter, very resentful, non-empathetic to other people. So it's not a good look for her.
I say Wendy Williams is a legend in the game. And
she's definitely a legend.
and
Definitely.
and Vanetta, what's more entertaining than seeing a personality literally melting down right in front of our broadcast eyes? I think it's something to look. What? You want entertainment? You want to be entertained, right?
I actually don't find it entertaining. I actually
you don't find the demise of an entertainer in front of your face on national TV every day going down the tubes. You don't find that entertaining? I do.
No, not at all. Not at all. Because there's so much pain and hurt behind that. Not at all.
What?
That's not entertaining to me.
Cindy,
Yeah, because women feel bad for her
Vanetta. We
because of
see
what they know
people. We
she's
see
going through.
people on social media, on videos every day doing crazy things to themselves.
Right.
Every day.
Right.
And there's part of us that we have empathy with it, and there's other parts of us that find it very entertaining. At least for me. Now, if Wendy Williams was on her show today and stood up and started urinating on herself.
What?
Because she had this meltdown that you're talking about. Okay. I know you're a good person and you probably would feel sad about it, but wouldn't it entertain you a little bit? And something like that will go viral, right?
Right.
And would you watch Wendy Williams stand up and urinate on herself? Would you see that video?
I mean, I would watch the video, but I'm not going to say I would find it entertaining.
Cindy, if Wendy Williams,
oh my God,
if Wendy Williams started urinating in that big chair of hers in national TV, you wouldn't find that entertaining, knowing the way you feel about it.
No.
No.
I wouldn't.
No.
What's wrong with you people?
I probably would.
Because honestly, she has issues, and it comes across as she has issues, and the people that are in her camp are obviously not being honest with her. This whole situation with her ex-husband or whatever has really taken her to new heights than she was before.
And you don't think people find that entertaining where they tune in every day to wait for the meltdown? Well, isn't there a few times? Wasn't there a few times that Wendy Williams actually fainted on the floor on her show?
Right.
I seen her faint one time, Senny J. I was thoroughly entertained.
What?
Wow.
I was concerned. Wow. I was like, oh my God.
Vanetta,
right.
if I fell out right now on this show,
oh my God.
I know you would be concerned, but would it entertain you a little bit?
No.
What is wrong with you?
Senny, if I fall out on the floor right now, keep these cameras running.
Wow.
No, Shawn.
Wendy Williams is a legend on radio and TV. Yes, is she melting down?
Yeah,
I do agree with you.
Her quality
I do agree
is
with you.
becoming more and more
And
abhorrent.
Yeah, she's very dark. She's very dark. Do I feel bad for her? Yeah, I feel a little bit bad. I feel. But does she entertain me? Yes. She's still entertaining. She's saying all these horrible things about folks that are dying. That's very insensitive. Yeah, I get it. But why don't we just watch the meltdown? What about that? You watch this a real person about to have a mental breakdown on television.
But I don't think I don't think it's a mental breakdown though.
What? That's what Vanetta just said.
No.
I think it is. I think it's mental, and I think it's an emotional breakdown. Absolutely.
I agree with her 100%. I agree with Vanetta 100%.
And the way she came at Tabitha Brown, which I love Tabitha Brown, but the way she came at her, it was nothing but bitterness in there, bitterness and resentment. You could just feel it. You know, and
Yeah.
I'm so glad that Tabitha came back to her the way she did, not kind of clapping back, but more compassion for her.
Yeah, but Wendy I don't think with her delivery with everything, I think it was the same. She's always been like this.
But
She's always said stuff like
Right.
this. I think it's just because we know a little bit more behind the scenes that
Right.
we want to put something on it. But she's always been like this.
But
and I'm just tired of seeing it. And my thing is I don't know why we're allowing it. I don't care what she's got going on behind. You don't come out and act like this.
Vanetta, like in the beginning of this conversation, after Senny said what she had to say, then I said that this woman's been on television and radio for years behaving like this.
Yes.
For years. And y'all think this is shocking? But Senny, has she even
I'm
though
not
even though
shocked.
you
I'm sick of it. I'm fed up.
even though you jumped off the Wendy Williams train, when you was on that train, wasn't it very entertaining to you? So she never entertained you.
No, I'm not entertained by
So
her.
when you was listening to William Williams, it didn't entertain you. It wasn't fascinating to you.
You didn't. Yeah, but you know what, Shawn? When I was listening to that, I was like a teenager, and I'm an adult now, and and I grew up. I grew out of that. She did not grow out of that.
I say this,
And
Vanetta.
that's sad that she gets pleasure out of that. And I thought that maybe, and even when she got her TV show, she kind of toned down a little bit.
In the beginning, right.
In the beginning, but she's still just very like dry. Like she just doesn't care what comes out of her mouth. And it's just annoying.
Vanetta, I say let the gravy train keep riding until this woman falls out right there on stage again.
And
the fact that you find her attractive is kind of like puzzling. I'm a little concerned about your mental state as well, but you know.
I will smash Wendy Williams. It's been well documented for years. I would do that.
I'm like throwing up in my mouth a little bit.
And she's a narcissist for sure.
Of course she's a narcissist. I would do
disgusting.
something really dirty to her. But let me tell you this.
Gross.
You can judge me all you want to. I want to see Wendy Williams. Yes, Vanetta, you're right. She's completely out of her mind. But at least we're watching this happen. Yes, all the things that she's saying is totally wrong. I agree with both of you guys. But is Harvey entertained by it? I say yes.
But why?
I say yes.
Is, why do networks stand by her?
She's a black
That's
woman
what I wanna
too.
know.
Usually they throw African Americans right off of television for saying anything weird. She's still riding that gravy train.
I know.
Why? But hey, let's celebrate that. I said she should be in some type of Hall of Fame. Black women get thrown. They will throw the other black women off first. Who's the other one at daytime, Vanetta? The one on the
Tamron Hall.
Tamron Hall. This is This is a cookie cutting all American black woman that's not riding no Finch at all with any controversy. They will throw her ass off before they throw Wendy Williams. I guarantee you that.
But she did have controversy. It was just a different type. That's why she's no longer on CNN. It was just a different type of controversy.
What black woman do they have on TV, really?
So what y'all do, instead of y'all wanting to cancel, instead of hold on, Vanetta.
And that's why we have to have, Wendy. We have to have the only
hold on a second.
black woman on TV.
Hold on. You got Vanetta.
That's why they keep her on.
Vanetta.
Yes, I'm here.
You got your African American female on stage, the Black Widow, Wendy Williams, auntie, Senny called her grandma, and you want to throw her off when there's no other black women on
they
national
need me
TV.
on there.
Yeah, true. They that's it.
Take out Wendy.
Okay, you want to take out
Senny.
your one. I will watch that show. See, you're taking
I
out.
watch it too.
You're taking out your one.
I'm gonna start my campaign.
Your one African American hero, female. You want to take her down, and while she's having a meltdown. And there's no one out there. There's no other Tamron. That's it. That show puts me to sleep.
Wow.
Tamron puts me to sleep. That's nap time for me. I bet you won't.
Not bringing shock value.
I bet you there's no nap time with Wendy.
I don't watch Tamron. What is she even talking
Exactly. Who you want to watch? Tamron or Wendy? Which one is gonna be? If you had a choice. If you was on your dying bed right now, and they tell you got to live. Which one you watching? Exactly. Vanetta, which one you watching? Wendy or Tamron? Which one? Come on.
Cameron Hall.
Ask me that question. Vanetta, use a goddamn lie. Let me tell you something. I'm watching Wendy Williams. I'm watching The Meltdown.
I would watch
right.
Wendy.
Of course you are.
Vanetta, God bless you.
All right. God bless you. You guys have a great day.
Okay,
You
Bye.
too, Vanetta. Them hot topics, though.
Rel,
Good morning, everybody. I'm just happy to be here.
let's clap for Mr.
Hey, Rel. What
Mr.
up,
Sensational,
bro?
Mr. Makes Sense. The one African American female they want to throw off, and we only got Tamron Hall left.
Here's my question. Why we always got to cancel our 1 to their 10?
Let him finish, Senny. Let him finish. Let him finish.
Like, why is Fox Network still going? Fox Network is is always known for being low-key racist. All the Tommy Lorenz, the whole Fox Network, bunch of
Tucker Carlson and all these white guys.
right, all the whole Fox Network full of blonde white women talking crazy with no facts about black people, and Fox Network is still going, but we got to cancel Wendy Williams.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
We got to cancel Wendy Williams because of her delivery. Not because of she's saying. It's just her delivery. Her delivery. Okay, she delivers stuff wrong, or she says stuff about people. Okay, so, but if somebody else is saying something, it's okay. But Wendy Williams got to get canceled. We got to stop that. We don't have that many. We got to stop it.
Well, according to Vanetta George and Senny J, she needs to be run out the building, which leaves us with Tamron Hall.
Ralph, first of all.
All right? Rel, hold on, Senny. Rel, Wendy Williams breakdown on live TV or Tamron Hall show. Well, which one you watching, bro?
I'm watching. First of all, I don't even know. I don't even know Tamron Hall, but I know Wendy.
Right. So which one you watching?
I'm probably watching Wendy.
All right, Senny, continue on.
Ralph, first of all, Wendy is not reporting any news, okay? So
Tamron isn't reporting no news
and
either.
She's not a network.
Tamron Hall is not reporting any news.
Okay, but him comparing it to a news network is totally different.
It's still media.
It's still media.
It's still media. What are you talking about?
How you look at it, Cindy? It's media.
All right, but you know what? We can do both. All right, that doesn't mean just because there's Fox Network doesn't mean that Wendy Williams still has to be here. And there's plenty of other.
You know why Wendy Williams still has to be here? And let me tell you why. Cindy.
Go ahead.
Why?
Because you know why? She's still getting. Where's the check coming from? And as long as she's still running, she's still getting that check. Let her get it.
Cindy,
because at the end of the day, it ain't too many of us getting a check.
Cindy, I'm surprised.
Wendy doesn't need to get any more checks. She's not doing anything helpful for the community, for our ears. She's being toxic. The community doesn't need anything like that. It's not positive entertainment. Not even for the celebrities that she's listening
to. Go ahead, Rel. What you want to say about this?
You know what happened when Wendy Williams changes her style? You know what happens?
What?
They shut her down. They kick the show's over.
Cindy.
The minute that's why they hired her. They didn't hire her. They didn't put her on that television show. They didn't make that television show for her. They wanted she and that's her persona. You got to understand. See, at some point, Cindy, when you get to that point and you start making money for being how you are, right? That's what you're gonna have to portray for the rest of your career. It's gonna happen to you too. It's gonna happen to you too. You being the conspiracy theorist that you are, if you get hired to be that conspiracy theorist and then you try to change your mind, you're gonna lose your money.
Cindy, my whole thing is this. I'm actually shocked at you, Cindy J, and all the others. Because Rel brings up a great point. Mr. Makes sense. You discard all the blonde, blue-eyed young ladies on Fox. Let them keep their job. Don't cancel them. And the one African American sister that's leading the pack, that's having the meltdown, of course, things that she's saying is totally out of order. You guys are ready to cancel her
because you're up here. Yes, this is what we have for entertainment, and this is what I have to look at. This woman who's constantly beating down on the community, not saying anything positive. You're up there, you're being big, you're being loud, you're burping, you're drinking out of this big cup, you're forgetting your line. Like, this
you don't
is
find
what
that you don't find that insane?
No, I don't like it, and that's the representation that I have to look. Like, you're being gaudy. Like, I don't find that entertaining. I don't find that nice to look at. That's probably why they have her propped up there, one of the only black representations that we have, because it's ghetto.
I say keep this woman.
Please, she's a mess.
I say
get
keep
her out of
no,
here.
I say
and
keep
have some fresh, new, young black talent that's coming up. That deserves to be up there.
Cindy,
How about
Cindy, I say this.
How about push out the Fox Network and all that other stuff with bright new young black talent instead of keeping old relics on the air
you didn't say that.
Are doing nothing but bringing down the community.
I wish that was your argument in the beginning when you talked about this.
That's always been the argument.
My whole thing is this:
but you want to bring up other networks. Well, hello, how do we push them out? By bringing up more talent, getting more content.
You want to push out the one only soul sister that we have left.
Because she needs to be pushed out.
No, she needs to stay. All right, Shawn Harvey, God bless y'all. Put a number 1 in the chat room. Should Wendy Williams, right, Cindy? Should Wendy Williams go, or should Wendy Williams stay? Cindy, what you doing? Number 1 or number 2? Should Wendy Williams go, or should Wendy Williams stay? What you saying, Cindy?
She needs to go.
Okay, I'm saying number 2. Wendy needs to stay. All right, everyone. On the phone real quick, briefly, Andre's on the phone, one of the hardest working promoters out here in the Lehigh Valley. Andre, what's on your mind this morning? And Cindy, we're gonna shout out the room and then all right. We didn't do that yet, right?
Good morning, Shawn. Good morning,
Cindy.
Jerry.
Hey, Andre.
Cindy, did we shout out the room?
No.
Okay, cool. Go ahead, Andre.
Yeah, this morning, this coming Saturday we have the Touch of Class concert and party series going on at the Warehouse, 601 East Street in Easton, PA. 601 East Street and Easton, PA. Between 5th and 6th Street. I'm honored to have on the phone with me this morning 2 artists that are actually going to be performing this evening, Sir Luminous and Elma Bayou. They're on the phone with us this morning. So I just want them to reach out and let people know what's going on. We got an awesome star-studded show going on with no other than Kia Stewart, Don, Soul Lovin', Ali S. We got DJ Chuck Chill Out from WBLS, Positive K, DJ Tone, Jay the God, Ilv Mash, Mike G. I mean, show is ridiculous.
All right, so real briefly, thank you, Andre. We appreciate. We got 2 of the artists on the phone. Sorry, boy, the timing is really bad today, but let's get through this really quickly. What's the first artist name again? I'm sorry.
Sir Luminous.
Sir Luminous, Cindy, I like that name. Sir Luminous, I like that name. What type of artist are you, my friend?
Hey, what's going on, man? I'm actually a funk artist, but I'm actually just switching up the genre real quick to do a little reggae dance hall for the summer. You know, that feel-good island music.
Oh, that's good. Pass the Dutchie on the left-hand side, I said. Okay, so are you a singer? You playing your instruments? What are you doing?
Yes, I'm going to be singing my new track called Never Enough that comes out this Friday on all music platforms, and that features reggae artist DeVille. So I'm going to be performing that track as well as 2 others tracks that's going to be a part of my EP that's going to be coming out called Sunset Ave.
Awesome. Cindy, sound like a young man that you could tell like people who could sing. Even when they talk, you can kind of tell that they know how to sing. Right. And this young man sounds like this. Where you from? Where you from, young man?
I'm from Connecticut.
Oh, you're from Connecticut? Oh, okay, cool. What part of Connecticut you from?
Wallingford.
Warrenford. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's northbound up there. So you'll be coming down and you'll be performing.
Correct. Yep.
All right. Well, we look forward to seeing you at the warehouse 601 East Street. How long you been in the game?
I'm going on 12 years.
Oh wow. So yeah, so you're a vet in the game. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I can't. I won't be there. Listen. This is going to be awesome. We want folks to come on out 601 East Street, Bethlehem, July the 22nd to July 17th. Touch a class. So you have any other backup singers, or you just getting up there and you doing your thing?
No, it's just going to be me this time. Usually I have a crew of dancers and we get up there and do our thing, but I want people to really see me and what I can do.
Okay, good. Boy, you sound like you're out there doing your thing out there 12 years. All right, so who's the next performer on the phone?
We have Emma Bayou.
Emma Bayou? Emma Bayou?
Yes.
Emma Billiou.
Oh, Billiou. Okay.
Oh,
Emma
Yes, how you
Bayou.
guys doing?
Okay, hey, how you doing? Good morning, young lady. How you feel this morning?
I'm feeling really good, just getting ready for the show, and I'm excited for it.
Yeah, that's good. It's always you're excited to, Senny, do a gig.
Right.
This is a gig.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, what type of music are you what genre are you in?
I'm a pop R&B artist from New York.
She's a pop R&B artist from NYC. Where you from in New York?
I actually live a little bit upstate, so I'm in Orange County, New York.
Okay. That means Senny, her parents had great post office jobs and moved out the hood and moved up to Orange County.
That's right.
And how long you been performing?
I believe it's been about 7 or 8 years now.
Yeah, so what's going on at the Touch of Class, Senny J? You have all these performers. It's like a mini concert, and they have veteran singers performing.
I like it.
I like it. I like what's going on here. And is this your first time performing down here in Lehigh Valley?
Yes, I believe so, and also the first show since the pandemic, so I'm super excited to come back and be out there.
Okay, and how many songs will you be doing?
I'll definitely be doing a song called One Day, which is a single that'll be coming out in the fall. That was produced by Herb Middleton, and it'll also be featured on the soundtrack of the Moontown animated movie that's coming in 2021 as well. So you can definitely expect to hear that song from me.
Well, this is exciting that these young folks are coming down here, Senny J, and performing at the Touch of Class. We are so super excited that you guys are coming down and performing. I'm for sure that folks in the Lehigh Valley will, appreciate and show you guys so much love. They both sound so professional. Now, before we get back to the young man, where can they find you on social media?
You can find me on social media at EMMABILYOU, and you can find me everywhere on social media at Emma Billiou.
Awesome. And the young man, where can they find you on social media?
Yeah, you can find me on all social media platforms at Team Luminous, TEAMLUMINOUS.
Senny, this Team Luminous guy, man, he sounds like Senny. He's out there too, man, with all the ladies.
That's right.
A voice like that, he got the ladies popping right now.
You got it going
Got
on.
a lot
I
of
try.
room. Yeah, I know. I just want you to concentrate on singing, my friend, okay?
I got you.
Well, we appreciate both of you. Andre, real quick, give us the date of the show, location, if you don't mind.
Certainly. It's the Touch of Class concert series at the Warehouse, 601 East Street and Eastern PA. That's between 5th and 6th Street. Doors open up at 7 p.m. Once again, Touch of Class concert series for Jet Entertainment, SOAR events, and F&L events. So y'all come on out, pop out. It's going to be a movie.
All right, so everybody, if you're local, please support it. Andre, thanks to the two singers. God bless you guys, to the two performers. Much success in both of your careers, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, cool. Senny,
Yes.
thanks for that entertainment report, because it's. I want to know if they're putting up. Number one, if.
People are done with her in the chat room.
Really?
So, yes.
Oh, wow.
They think she needs to hang it up. They've been done with her. They don't watch her show. They're tired of Wendy. Blah.
Oh, my God. I thought it would be in favor of. Well,
No,
Wendy.
there are a couple of Wendy
Wendy,
fans,
I don't watch your show.
of course you don't. 'Cause we're over it.
Wendy, I don't watch your show, but I say you stay on air to the bitter end, young lady.
I mean, get your money, but
To the bitter. Wendy
Whatever.
Williams, I would love for you to stay into the bitter end. I just want you there. I want to see the meltdown. She will be.
Why do you want to see somebody go through that, Shawn? You want to see somebody go through.
I'm being honest.
Well, I don't think she's having a meltdown.
I want to see Wendy Williams completely like on like a really good show when they doing hot topics. I just want her to fall out and urinate, and some dude runs out on the stage that's her lover, and some of it like another scandal come out for Wendy Williams. Yes, Wendy Williams, you are my hero. I will smash you. I still feel the same way, and people judge me because the way I feel, which I don't know how the hell you, Senny J and Vanetta George, have the right to judge your boy Harvey for smashing Wendy Williams. And Rel Holla is absolutely right. We only have 2 female superstars out there on broadcast land in the media, mainstream media. That's Wendy Williams and Tamron Hall. Tamron, who I think is a very attractive young lady, very smart, well respected in media, Senny, but that show is boring as hell. Wendy, continue your meltdown. People will continue to pray for you. You are.
I'm not praying for her.
Wendy,
she don't need no prayers. So what? Her husband cheated on her. Ooh, like what? What really happened to her? We're so sad.
You're not sad.
You knew your husband was cheating on you.
You don't want her around.
You continue to stay, and you have millions of dollars, and you put people down every day. Karma much? Like, I don't feel sad for her.
I don't feel sad for her either.
I don't think there's anything to feel sad for.
I don't think she should be canceled from this culture.
I don't think there's anything she needs to get. Okay, she has Graves' disease.
Okay. I don't think that you. I don't think you're saying that.
Get your medication.
You're saying
she has plenty of money. There is nothing to feel sorry for this woman about.
You're saying that she's old. She's over the hill, and she needs to go.
Her soul is black.
Let me tell you something.
She is a mean girl. At the end of the day, at the bottom of it all, like at the end of it, she's just a mean girl. That's it. And people like that don't win.
Whether if you like it or not, Wendy Williams is the Tom Brady of female black media. She's the Tom Brady of women media on the African American side, whether if you like it or not. So hail to the queen. Continue your meltdown, young lady. Harvey's here to be entertained, and Wendy, you are doing that in your meltdown. Yes, I do agree with you, Whitney, Senny J. She's mean-spirited. She's a mean girl. She's insensitive. She doesn't care. I get that. You won't get an argument from Harvey. But is Harvey thoroughly entertained by this? Yes. Will I sit there? You just the minute that you, on your deathbed, you will watch a Wendy Williams episode before you watch Tamron Hall. Wendy, you are the queen of media. Wear your crown well, young lady. And God bless. Senny, we are going to shout out the room. We are going to show the room some love. Senny, how can they be a star baller on this show?
Yeah, that's right. Oprah is the Tom Brady of all media.
Shout
out to Oprah.
Really?
Yeah, she has a magazine that she is on the cover of.
I'm talking about day-to-day talk.
Oprah.
Oprah's been out of. She hasn't been in day-to-day talk in 20 years. What are you talking about?
Because she hung it up.
All right, but Wendy's not hanging out. Wendy is still out there.
She decided to do it.
Oprah's not out there. It's not Oprah.
What are you talking about?
Who's the two? It's Tamron and Wendy, the only two out there.
Listen.
What are you talking about? I can say that about any other female. Should we dig up?
Excuse me.
Any kind of sports star to go back? She's retired.
Excuse me. Did Oprah not just do a bombshell interview with Prince?
I'm talking about an everyday talk show.
And Meghan Markle.
Who's on an everyday talk show?
Broadcasted internationally.
What are
you talking about?
Can I ask you one question? Is Oprah Winfrey on daytime talk show?
Oprah Winfrey. Give me that. Would you watch an Oprah show? Or Wendy Williams on my deathbed? Ask me that.
I'm talking about.
What would you watch on your deathbed? Oprah or Wendy Williams?
Wendy Williams.
Oh, please.
Cindy.
Please.
Cindy. I'm going like I'm like Jacob Holmes. Cindy.
Yeah.
Cindy.
Oprah.
We're talking about The two ladies that are doing this every day.
Every Christmas.
You can't compare.
Every
Oprah,
Christmas.
she's not in the game.
Oprah can drop her 25 Oprah's favorite things,
Man,
and
listen,
everybody's
stop that,
going.
this doesn't make no
Everybody's
sense.
going crazy.
Where the hearts at? In the chat room, hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room, hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room, hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room, hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room, hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room, hey, where the hearts at? Cindy, let's go.
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the hearts at? Where the hearts at? Oh, where the hearts? Come on.
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the hearts at? Where the hearts at? Oh, where the hearts? Come on.
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the hearts at? Where the hearts at? Oh, where the hearts? Come on.
Turn down for what?
Fouwa,
For what?
fouwa,
For what?
fouwa,
For what?
fouwa,
For what?
for what? Hey, for what? Hey, Cindy, one more time. God bless you. Oh, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? Cindy, let's go.
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the hearts at? Where the hearts at? Oh, where the hearts? Come on.
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the hearts at? Where the hearts at? Oh, where the hearts? Come on.
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the hearts at? Where the hearts at? Oh, where the hearts? Come on.
Turn down for what?
For what?
For what?
For what? For what?
For what?
For what?
For what?
Hey.
For what?
Hey.
For what?
Hey.
For what? Yes. For
Tamron
what?
Hall.
I didn't say Tamron Hall.
Tamron Hall.
And shout out to WM Dixon. You're right. They don't have to do it every day. When they own a network. Oprah Winfrey
Come on,
Network.
knock it off. That's saying Michael Jordan is the greatest back. Is Michael Jordan playing in the NBA Finals today?
It is
no.
arguable.
No,
Some
he's not
people
playing
say,
in the NBA.
Some people say he is the greatest.
We can go on and on with this. We talking about today.
What?
Who's on air today?
She doesn't deserve to be on air.
Tamron Hall.
She doesn't deserve to be on here.
Tamron Hall is fine as hell. I ain't gonna say that. She's a smart woman. She's well respected in media. Boring as hell. Go ahead, Senny. Who's on?
Neither of them deserve to be on air.
Ooh.
Shout out to Young and I. Hey, Young and I. What's going on? Shout out to Tiffany Thompson. Good morning, Tiffany. How are you? I don't know
God
why
bless
they keep
both of
putting these whack people on air. Shout out to Naroma
Still a legend.
Johnson. Hey, Naroma. What's going on? Good morning.
If Wendy Williams snatched you up right now and said, be a co-host on my show, you running over there so fast you bump your head on that door. Go ahead, Senny.
Yeah, just so because she's about to be out.
I say she got another 10 more years on air.
Oh my God, her face don't. Shout out to
Boy,
Randy.
y'all are so very judgy.
Shout out to Randy Montgomery.
Very judgy. Y'all talking about faces.
Them ankles don't.
Oh my God.
Hey, Randy.
I want to know who put y'all in the position to talk all this mess.
She did.
Continue on.
Shout out to Richard Nunn, Wolf Nation. What up, Richard Nunn?
I will
Wolf
smash
Nation.
Wendy. No question about it.
Says a lot about you.
All right.
What up, Lee Scott?
I know
Hey.
you smashed something ugly in your life too.
Never.
You never smashed the ugly man.
Never.
Cindy, look at
Never.
me. Look at the truth.
Never.
Cindy, look at the truth.
Never.
You've never smashed. Look at the truth.
Hey,
look at the
Lee.
truth. Look at the truth.
How are you, Lee?
Look at my eyes. Look into the truth.
Hey, Lee.
Look
How are
into
you? Shout
Cindy,
out to
look,
April.
Look, Cindy, look at me.
What's up,
You're
Natalie
gonna,
Ray?
No, hell no. Cindy.
How are you, Natalie?
Cindy, look at me. You're gonna sit there and tell me
All of the men I've smashed have been attractive to me.
God.
They've all been attractive to me.
Before
Yes,
your
they've
Moses
all
of
been attractive to me.
podcast, Cindy J.
I wouldn't smash
You're gonna
anything
sit
that wasn't
there
attractive
and
to
tell
me.
me that you never smashed anything ugly in a car somewhere, in a bar, in a bar parking lot. You
What?
never smashed not one ugly guy in your life.
I don't know.
Let's continue on.
You think I'm out here
goddamn
just
lie.
smashing stuff?
I'm not saying that.
And then
I'm
on
not
top
saying
of
that.
Be ugly?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying
I haven't
in
had
all
a
your
lot. I haven't
in
had
all
a
your
lot of things
in,
enter this thing.
in
okay?
all your your
So,
smashing
yes,
career.
I can think of all the things I've smashed.
Cindy, half the dudes you smashed you
and
don't
no-
even remember because you was twisted. Cindy,
Wow.
are you gonna sit there and tell me
Wow.
that you've never
They've been attractive to me.
smashed one ugly man in your smashing career? But you're going to sit there and
so.
judge me for smashing Wendy Williams. And you've never. Cindy, ask me, have I smashed?
I know you've smashed some ugly things.
And
If you
I
over
can be
here
honest with that.
talking about
I
Wendy.
can be honest about that. You're not being honest. You smashed at least one dude that was ugly as hell that you would never walk down the street with. And I'm just trying to free you from your bondage. Just be honest. It's fine. Before you judge Harvey.
Okay.
Before you judge Harvey.
My men have been attractive to me.
And there's one that you smashed that was ugly. And it's okay.
If you don't find them attractive, that's you. I've been out on Front Street with the people I've smashed. People have seen my baby father. People have seen my ex.
Cindy, there is
People have seen other
somebody
people that
out
I've
there
smashed.
that you
I'm
smashed
fine with
that's
it.
walking the street that's ugly as hell. And it's okay. It's fine. You've done that. You put that work in.
Okay.
You smashed something ugly. Whether if you want to deny it or not. That's between you and your God.
I have no problems over here.
Never smashed nothing ugly.
Shout out to
But-
Nicole Harris. Hey, Nicole. Good morning. How are you, girl? Don't be mad. Listen, don't hate on me because you over there smashing ugly and ugly number 2.
Put a number 1 in the
Shout
chat
out
room.
to Khalil
Put
Rashid.
a number
Hey,
1 in the
Khalil.
chat room.
Good morning.
Hold on a second. Put a number 1 in the chat room if you believe Senny J has never smashed nothing ugly. Put a number 2 in the chat room. Her behavior alone throughout the years will be a true indicator
My behavior
of
alone.
smashing something ugly on the low.
Please.
Put a number 1 in
On
the
the
chat
low.
room. Put a number 1 in the chat room if you believe that Senny J has never smashed the ugly man. Put a number 2.
I'm actually more surprised at how unfathomable you believe that is. Get yourself together, Harvey. I pull some good-looking men, okay?
I'm not saying
Especially
that.
if I'm going to smash it.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying through your smashing career, I can't yell at the wall because my knees hurt. Through your smashing career, that you have smashed something that was ugly. That's all I'm saying. And you're saying that you never smashed anything that was ugly. Put a number 1 chat room if you believe, Senny J, that she's never smashed anything ugly. Put a number 1 in there. Put a number 2 if you could come over to Harvey's house and know that that is a goddamn lie. You probably never even knew it. Continue.
Shout out to Lynette Serrano. Hey, Lynette. You believe me, don't you? Shout out to you.
What are they saying in the chat room so far? How many 1s or 2s you saying?
All the guys are putting up a 1.
Thank you.
Shout out to Tina Graham. Hey, Tina. What's going on?
I know Tina smashed something ugly back in the day. And every woman in that chat room.
Hey, Tina.
Even our beloved Lynette Serrano, that's been married for 20 years, 30 years. God bless her husband. May he rest in peace. Prior to that husband, she probably smashed something ugly. Every woman has.
Hey, Brian. Shout out to you. Shout out to Jermaine Akil Adu. Hey, Jermaine.
How do you
are
lie on a national podcast, CJ?
Because it's the truth.
Okay.
Men that I've smashed, feel free to call in.
If they're ugly.
Any of you.
Ooh.
Any of you.
Ooh.
Because I know some of you listen.
Ooh.
Shout out to
Ooh-wee.
D-Lo
Ooh-wee.
Mathis. I know y'all listen.
Ooh-wee.
Hey, D-Lo. What's going on?
That's the type of entertainment I'm talking about. I tell you what, I'll put one up on you. Any ugly chick, hold on. Any ugly woman that I smashed throughout my career, please call in. So for Senny and myself, if you ugly, you got smashed. If you smash both of us, feel free to call in 570-982-6950. God bless.
Or 2 or whatever.
They put a lot of 2s in.
Whatever is the guy, whatever is the you don't believe that I've never smashed an ugly dude.
That's the number 1.
Is the number 1. That's what they're putting in here.
Right. Of course, Senny, because...
LaShawn Haynes Jones, shout out to you. She said, even I smashed one ugly in my lifetime.
Thank you.
Well, I have more life in me left. I'm only 34.
But
I could
Senny,
smash an ugly.
No, but you've done ugly.
In my 34, I've...
Senny, look in that camera and say that to those folks.
Yeah.
They can look back and they can see you lying. Go ahead.
I'm serious. I've smashed about 5 guys in my life. And they haven't been
now
ugly.
you again, there is a goddamn lie, Senny. It's less than 10. I would give you less than 10.
It is less than 10. It's 5.
Nah, you answered. Nah, it's been more than that.
I swear.
Senny, you
And
smashed more
they're
than
not ugly.
Senny, you smashed more than 5 guys. Let's don't get into that part of this.
What?
Senny,
I can say that
Senny,
confidently.
you smashed 2 guys and didn't even know it.
Oh my gosh.
And
I
it's
was
okay.
Are you serious?
I mean, like when you were dating or something. Senny,
I was with my ex for like 7
I
years
understand,
before
and then
he got
after
locked
that,
up, and then I've been
and then,
single.
right, and then you went on a run.
So what
And-
does that
and in
mean?
that run-
and that was my run. Those other 4 guys.
Nah, Senny, stop it.
You know, they
Stop.
like rotate.
Senny, keep shouting out the room. Stop.
What?
You didn't smash anything in the middle, in between, something that you
No.
just met an hour about. You didn't do any of that.
No.
Continue on, Senny.
Like, I can count. That's including Matt, that y'all know. That's including the one from last October.
Senny,
Like,
stop
come
it.
on.
Senny, don't dig. You're digging the hole
Seriously.
really deep right now. Go ahead,
I don't
Senny.
have to dig no hole. I know.
First of all,
I know what's on this.
I understand
Thank
that.
you.
I understand that. But Senny,
Okay.
I do know that I'm not gonna bet my life on it, but I do know you probably smashed more than 5 guys in your life, and you smashed one ugly guy. And it's okay. I'm not here to judge. You're judging me for having
No,
thoughts of
you're
smashing
judging
Wendy
me.
Williams. I'm not judging you. I just want you to see the light and tell the truth.
Shout out to Marcus, Mr. One Emoji. Hit me with the 5.
and-
Hit me with a high 5, Mr. Marcus One Emoji Johnson.
And Senny, the
Thanks
consensus.
for that.
And Senny, the consensus in the chat room is they don't believe you.
The consensus in the chat room.
Yeah, they don't believe you because we
They
can
do
see.
believe
No, they
me.
don't. They know that you
You guys
smashed.
don't believe
They
me?
don't believe you. They know you smashed something ugly. They're all saying this, Senny, and it's okay. It's fine. I'm not gonna judge you like you judge me.
You are.
I'm an adult.
You are sitting here saying that to me.
Yeah.
To me.
To you.
None of my guys have been ugly. They've all been fine.
I-
Anybody would love to take a smash with the guys that I've been with. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
But and I'm not disagreeing with that, but I'm saying within this whole situation, there was one ugly guy, and you're not,
no,
and you're
I'm not saying that.
and it's okay.
Thank you, Fatima. She said, I believe you, Senny. Thank you, Fatima.
One person.
As I'm sure you haven't smashed anything ugly in your life.
Okay, so ask
as
her
well.
that question.
Fatima, have you ever smashed
An
an ugly
guy.
dude?
Yeah, this if they could.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm just saying to me, it hasn't happened. I haven't smashed an ugly dude.
All right, Cindy, continue on. You just really on
Because
the
I want to take it. Because why am I talking to an ugly dude? And then
You
to
don't
take
even
it
have to talk to
smashing.
an other dude. You probably just smashed the guy.
What?
One night
I don't
stand.
understand.
On
I
a
don't
one night
understand
stand.
how smashing an ugly dude happens.
Alcohol.
No.
Continue on.
No. Because even when I'm drunk, I know that you're ugly or not.
You fell in love with a stripper.
Please.
Continue.
And he was fine as hell.
Continue.
Okay? I didn't have no beer goggles on. That was Diamond the stripper. Black Diamond. I'm still looking
Cindy,
for him.
none of us-
He was fine. And he was bald and his body was banging. Ain't no
And
problems there.
we still don't believe you, Cindy. He smashed at least somebody ugly. Who else is that? Yep. See.
She said, honestly, I have.
Thank you. We all have.
I haven't.
So
shout out
you're in a
to-
0.5% of this
Shout
whole.
out to Kathy Garrison. Hey, Kathy.
Kathy, see you at the comedy show on
You
the 1st. God bless you. Thanks for supporting, Kathy. We truly appreciate you. Well, go ahead, Kathy. You can ask Kathy. Kathy probably smashed something ugly.
Kathy Garrison, have you smashed something ugly?
Of course, we all have.
WM Dixon, he said, I got questions. What questions you got, WM?
see.
What questions?
Cindy,
What's the question?
Cindy, just move on. I'm telling you, you're digging this hole. Cindy, just come on. I'm trying to save you from yourself.
I'm not digging a hole. I stand.
Cindy,
I stand
Cindy,
on
continue on. Cindy, nobody believes you. Go ahead.
it. Shout out to Queen Diane. Hey, Queen.
And in that moment when you're by yourself later on today, when you take that personal inventory, when you know that, you wasn't telling the truth, you'll be fine with yourself. Go ahead.
Shout out to Tiffany Klosik. Hey, Tiffany.
Tiffany, have you ever smashed somebody ugly? Come on.
Tiffany, have you ever smashed an ugly
Of
dude?
course. We all have.
Vanetta said, I smashed a yellow M&M.
See?
He wasn't the easiest on the eyes, but hella cool.
All right. But at least she... Thank you, Vanetta. Like,
Why did you do
what's
that?
Where's your truth?
Why did you do that?
What's
Why?
your truth?
My question is why?
Ooh.
For the people that
So
have
there you go,
smashed
being
ugly
judged.
dude,
See?
why?
See, now you're wrong.
Why?
Now you're being
what led you to do it?
Now you're being very judgmental.
I am, because why would you do that?
Are you really being that judgmental?
I want to know what led you to do that.
About
you're supposed to be turned on by the person you're sleeping with.
You're talking about Wendy Williams being insensitive and not caring, and you going right back to what she's doing right now.
I'm not being judgmental.
Yes, you are. You just asked the question. You just asked the question. Why did they smash somebody ugly? Who are you, young lady, to sit here on some type of pedestal to ask us collectively as a group why we've smashed something ugly in our lifetime? How dare you? How dare you? Because you can't deal with your own truth about smashing somebody that was ugly, and now you throwing it back on us, almost being passive aggressive? I'm sad for you right now, young lady. I'm very sad for you. And God bless.
They're saying more than looks turn me on, a great personality and alcohol. That's why. Okay.
And that's probably happened in your situation, but you don't want to be in your own truth. But it's fine. Go ahead, continue on. You look crazy right now on this podcast.
Especially if it's going to be a one-night stand and alcohol, that's even better because it's like lower inhibitions and somebody that you're not.
Oh, really?
You know,
so my inhibitions were lower.
Fantasy thing.
My inhibitions were lower when I smashed ugly chicks. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, because
so you're saying that amongst all of us in the group as well?
Because if you had some,
tread lightly. I would continue shouting out that room because you're talking about all of us collectively as a group. I would bail out of this right now.
What? Because if you were in your...
let's go to a musical break real quick. Hold on. Let's go. Wait. Hold on, Senny, before you finish shouting. No. I'm gonna save you, young lady. I'm gonna save you from yourself. No.
I'm going to keep shouting out the room.
You should. Yeah, just keep doing that. Please. I'm telling you, it's not going to be good for you.
Shout out to LaShawn Haynes-Jones. LaShawn, let's go, girl. LaShawn says she's bringing her floaty. LaShawn, I want to buy a floaty now, too. So, because LaShawn, I don't want to tell her business, but she going to have her own private little pool section. So, I want to make sure that I'm chilling in your section with a floaty as well.
The jams,
shout out to Kai Gonzalez. She said, I smashed cute, fine, and handsome. Okay, girl. Okay.
But Kai.
Okay, cute, fine, and handsome. Ugly does not come into register.
But she's
I believe Kai.
But she probably.
Kai, did ugly ever come knock at your door?
Yes. She smashed something ugly.
Have you smashed an ugly guy, Kai?
Of course she's had.
I don't believe that.
And Kai, I asked you 1,000 times to go down there and say hello to my mother, and I don't understand why you ain't doing it yet. Kai, of course, have smashed somebody ugly. See, come on, stop.
I don't believe it.
Continue.
Shout out to Jennifer Fischetti. Hey, Jennifer.
Jennifer
Good
has
morning,
probably
girl.
smashed somebody ugly as well. We've all had.
Not Jennifer, please.
All right.
Shout out to Nathaniel Jones. Hey, Nathaniel. Good morning.
I sympathize with your inner self. Continue.
Shout out to Sharon Belisar. Hey, Sharon. How are you? Shout out to you. Shout out to the godfather of solar, Tracy Ray. Hey, the godfather. How are you? Shout out to Daryl Lyon. Hey, Daryl. What's going on? Shout out to Joanne Bry. Hey, Joanne.
That's my cousin.
How are you? Shout out to Miss D, cause you the chat room member of the week. Hey, cause you the chat room member of the week.
Jam on.
Shout out to you. Shout out to Fatima. She said all my exes are ugly after I break up with them. Exactly.
But she smashed something ugly.
Shout out to Stacy Jackson. Hey, Stas. Hey, Stacy. What's going on, girl?
We'll all be hanging out with Stacy All White Affair at the warehouse, 601 East Street, Eastern Pennsylvania. That's Saturday, August the 7th. We're in the building. Go ahead, Sam.
Shout out to Derek Evans. Hey, Derek. Morning.
Never smash nothing ugly. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Shout out to Shayla Hall. Hey, Shayla. Shayla, aren't you from Costa Rica? Call in. Give us some deets. Shayla, I want to be amongst the people.
Who's in Costa
Rica? Shayla is from Costa Rica, I believe. And she's going to give me all the deets about what to do down there. Shout out to Fatima.
You better stay your ass on that resort. Go ahead.
I'm not. I'm going out. They're having a Costa Rican Independence Day while we're down there. And I'm going to be part of the festivities some way. I'm not going to be in Costa Rica for 5 days and just be on the resort. That's not happening.
Okay, God bless you.
Shout out to Yolanda Rames. Hey, Yolanda. What's going on, girl? Shout out to Shonda Logan, Sister Soldier. Hey, Shonda.
Shonda, good to hear from you.
Shonda, you ever smashed the ugly guy?
Of course she has.
I know she hasn't.
She has. All of the women in the chat room have smashed the ugly guys, apparently except for you.
Except for me and Kai.
And Kai. Did she answer that question? Exactly. Continue.
Yeah. Well, no, she didn't answer because she said they've been cute, fine, and handsome. So
That wasn't the question.
So she knows. So shout out to Kai. Shout out to I think that is all on there. Okay. Shout out to all of you people. Look at Raul Holla. Raul, whatever.
What'd he say?
He was saying the last guy I had wasn't that great.
Ooh.
Okay. That's your opinion, Raul. All right.
See what else?
We appreciate all of you guys being here, listening, being a part of our show. You want to make sure that you follow us on social media, the Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Make sure you follow us on social media on our, she said hell to the no, Shonda Logan. Make sure you follow us on the group page, the Shawn Harvey Morning Show.
Whatever, Shonda.
Featuring the Wake Up Team group.
Go ahead. Call it. She's never smashed none.
Exactly. I want to know you want to know the mental behind people that go to the club and sit down and don't dance.
What's the mental?
I want to know the mental behind people that smash ugly.
Okay. What else you got to say?
Because they could be great people and fun and nice, but that doesn't mean you have to smash them.
Continue. You make me very tired.
You want to make sure you follow us on YouTube, the Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Shout out to Tanya Lynette on YouTube. You also want to make sure that you follow us on Instagram, Shawn Harvey Morning Show. We're on iHeartRadio. We're on ComedyWorldNet.com. We're on Fam Radio app. We are on affiliates. You want to make sure you like this video and throw it on your wall. And we also want to make sure that we shout out Prentice Cox.
Oh my God.
No pause.
Yo, Senny.
Good morning, Mr. Robinson. Shout out to you, Prentice.
That's
I
intentional.
hope you have a great morning.
Is that intentional?
No.
Because every time Barbi's not
I didn't
here.
even shout out Raul Holla either. Shout out to you, Raul.
Wow. You're taking this personal.
And hey, Avis Denise.
Wow. Wow. Where's Barbie Cologne?
I don't be writing down everybody's names.
Senny, how can they be a star ball?
You guys could be a star baller. Make sure that you click the little star icon on the bottom of the. He said no thanks.
Who said that? Senny, why you always do that though? I don't understand.
I think it's a subconscious thing now.
I think you discard. Prentice.
I think I discarded too.
Right. Whenever I think it's intentional. Because you do it so many. Like at first, I thought it was accidental, but I don't think it is anymore, and it's fine.
I didn't mean to, and I don't even know if I have it written down on here.
And that's even more of a concern.
I don't.
Right? It's more of a concern. So it is intentional.
I don't. And he came in late, I think.
All right. But you know he's a part of the show. You know that.
And Diane Hall.
I said a Diane Hall. Wow.
Hey, Diane.
Where's Barbie at? Because this is a mess. Go ahead.
You guys want to make sure you click on the little star button. It's at the bottom of the screen. It's right next to the comments. You can click on that. And Trina Pinkard, hey girl. My gosh, where are all you people coming from?
Special shout out to LaShawn Brown. She's got, she's watching those kids in the morning at the day of third graders.
Yes.
And we were together last night at the Iron Mill, and she just wanted to say hello because she missed everybody at the show. Yeah, she'll be back soon. Go ahead, Senny.
Make sure you guys click the star button. And Tamiko. Shout out to Tamiko from Indigo Hookah Lounge.
She's in the chat room?
Yes.
Okay.
I seen Tamiko on Saturday. You guys need to go hit up Indigo Hookah Lounge. It is popping. You can bring your own liquor. Me and my friends was acting a fool. Sorry, Tamiko, if we were a little loud. Sorry about that.
Well, Tamiko, this is what I got to deal with every day. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. You want to make sure you click the star button And Facebook will send you through the prompts, and you guys can get a star package, and you can send the stars whenever you would like. Be like D-Lo, be like Queen Diane, be like Wanda Santiago Shepherd, be like everybody today, be like Kai Gonzalez, be like Naroma, everybody who sends us these wonderful stars.
Are they star ballers in there today, Senny?
Oh, yes. There are plenty of star ballers in there today.
Awesome,
we
guys.
appreciate it.
And what's the cash app, sis?
You guys can cash app us also at $S Harvey Morning Show.
Yeah, the money goes straight to keeping us operational. So everyone, please, donate. We got bills to pay here too as well. We have some merchandise coming out soon. So we appreciate you guys so much. And thank you, Senny. What we'll do is we'll take a quick break. We'll do some front page news. We'll go straight to 10 o'clock because I think tomorrow might be our last day. So until we come back the following week. So or Wednesday, I'll let you guys know later on today. So we definitely hold on, Senny. That's Shonda. Hold on a second. Boy, I got to use the bathroom real quick.
You got to use the bathroom.
Get this
Did
age.
the market open already?
You got to use the bathroom.
Gotta use the bathroom.
Senny, just take a moment.
Hello?
Yeah, hi.
Hey, Shonda.
Shonda, everybody's sister soldiers on the phone.
Good morning.
God bless you.
everyone. Jay and Shawn.
I can't hear you. I could barely hear you.
All right, wait a minute. Hold
I said good morning to everyone.
Okay, there you go. Good morning.
Yes, I wanted to say I never dated no ugly people, but I dated a midget. I dated short people, fat people, bald people.
Yeah, but out of all, and God bless
But
you.
not ugly.
God bless you. And out of all 75 men,
It wasn't no damn 75, Shawn. Don't get carried away. I'm just saying.
not one.
I
Shonda,
dated,
Shonda, let's just stop right now. Let's both live in our truth. And it's
I'm living in my truth.
it's
The
okay.
midget was fine as hell. The midget was fine as hell.
I'm not
Okay?
saying the small guy wasn't. I'm not. But out of all these men, Shonda, come on.
Go
There
ahead.
was one that was ugly as hell.
Well, I must have been intoxicated.
All right, then,
And
that's-
didn't even know. I must have and didn't even know. That's how come I don't remember it ever happening.
Right. So and
But
that's okay as well.
I've never gotten that.
No,
I've
don't-
never gotten.
Yes,
I've never
Shonda.
gotten that. I've never gotten that drunk, Shawn.
Exactly.
So I'm just gonna let you know it just never happened. Even the bald guy was cute because it's the personality. I didn't, And the midget, he was cute as hell. And, two little midgets was cute.
She had two midgets.
Two midgets.
Two midgets.
Listen to me. God bless
hear
you.
you,
God
girl.
bless you.
That's right.
And thank you for
Yeah,
sharing it.
you can't discriminate when you date
I know
the same time.
she dated two midgets. She's ready to go.
Yeah,
She's a party girl. She's ready to have a lot of fun. And that's one thing we do appreciate about this young lady. But Shonda, out of all 68 men, let me tell you something.
You know what? The numbers are just crazy, Shawn.
Of course, but out of one of them, Senny, out of the 58 men that she smashed, there was at least one that was ugly, and that's all I'm saying.
Maybe the personality was ugly, but the face not ugly.
Out of all 43 men.
You know what, Shawn? I'm telling you.
Okay.
The personality might have been ugly, not the face.
Okay.
Because you want to wake up in the morning and try to look at them.
Oh God, I'm exhausted. You guys, and I'm mad at you.
We're not like you men. We don't want to put the paper bag over the face. We don't want to do all of that.
Yeah,
Too much.
Men will literally smash anything.
Yeah,
I mean, it's easier to get a cute one than to get an ugly one.
Right.
Yeah, women are a little bit more discerning.
Okay.
Yeah, we're picky. We're gonna be a little bit picky. I mean, obviously, I wasn't that picky. I dated a midget, but
Nothing
I'm
wrong with
just saying.
dating a midget. That's not the right term, midget. What is it called?
Little
Well, what do you call them?
Little
Short
person.
people,
Little,
little
yeah.
people?
You don't say midget.
No. He wasn't that little. He was at least 5 something.
He was
like
either
5'2".
he was either a short person or not. It's not
He was-
5'7".
He had the little arms and the big head, but he was a little tall. He was like 5'2" or something.
So that's not a midget. It's not a midget.
That's not a little person.
It's not a little person.
Yeah, well, the other one I dated was definitely a midget. He had
A little
legs, little arms,
person.
little
A
head.
little
I think a
person.
little-
All right, a little person.
I think a little person is like
4'11".
is like
With-
4'11", 4'10",
And whether if they're male or not, they got the big butt.
Yes, they sure do.
They
I
got
don't
the-
give a
the-
daggone about that.
That's right.
Big head, little arms.
And did the little person toss you around over there and handle you in the proper way?
The things we used to do. You don't want to know about that.
I
That's
do.
a whole nother story.
I do want to know.
No,
I do.
Sean,
I do.
We're not going to talk about
I
that.
do want to
We're not
know.
gonna
Of course,
talk
I
about
want to
that.
know.
This show is PG.
No,
honey.
it ain't.
We're not
Cindy,
doing that
Cindy,
today.
Cindy, that little dude did some nasty things to this woman.
Yeah.
Sean,
And
you know
the
what?
chat room doesn't forget about the things that Shonda, nasty things Shonda did to some
and
other
that's
people.
right. And we know how nasty you can get too. So, all right, let's clap for it. Let's clap for it. Women in the chat room, y'all need to take a page from Shonda Logan. I swear, Sister Soldier.
No,
She's lived a life.
She's lived a whole entire life. And then you're going to sit there and live in that whole entire life. She hasn't smashed nothing ugly. You think I believe that? No.
Yes, I believe it.
Shonda?
I have smashed with big belly boy, and I'm just saying no ugly ones. They might have been ugly on the inside, but
big belly
not the face ugly. Mm-mm.
Okay.
All right.
Can't
I
do
don't
that.
believe
Can't do ugly face. Can't do ugly face.
Okay, girl, I hear you. I know.
Did you-
I'm one.
See,
I'm
Senny
one of them.
J knows.
Did you have both little people at the same time?
Hell no, Sean.
Okay, I was
No,
just-
no. First of all, I ain't that freaky. That's number one.
Why not? Why not?
Sounds like
Because
interesting.
I don't get down like that. I don't.
Cindy?
No.
Cindy, would you smash it?
That was what. It was my boyfriend once. He was my boyfriend once.
Right.
And then when I broke up with him, I don't know. I seen the other little midget. I was turned out. Followed him and gave him my number.
Right. So you got a taste of the. Stop saying midget. You got a taste of the small person, and then you went and flushed out another small person, didn't you?
Yes, when I was in college, he was in school with me, and I seen his little short little butt just running over there.
And how-
Next thing you know, I done gave him a number.
That's right. How many times did you smack that ass from that small person? Did you enjoy doing that?
Oh my goodness, we was getting it in a lot.
Right. Was you lifting? Was you picking them up and tossing them around? Huh? What was you doing?
Nah, he was picking me up and tossing me around.
Oh my God! I need to see this.
No, you don't.
I want to see it. All right. Well, God bless you. Let's clap for Shawn, the Sister Soldier. She's been around the
my
block,
goodness.
and she's have
You
shared.
know what, John? Ain't nobody been around no damn block.
Oh yes, you have.
Bitch. Oh no, I haven't.
And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it.
No, I have not.
Yes, you
I can
have.
count.
Oh my God.
You know what, Sean?
Don't
I
say you can count.
the
So
men
don't
that I've been with
stop.
on like one and two
Stop.
fingers.
Stop it.
Exactly.
Oh, my
exactly,
God. All right.
Shonda.
Listen.
I
You don't
count
have
the
to-
same
Stop it.
thing.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to
All right.
have fun and have to be around with a lot of men.
All
You could have
right.
done that with
All right.
a couple of men, and
Thank
that's it.
Cindy, in
Thank
this
you.
conversation, she mentioned about 15 guys.
What?
In this conversation. Two midgets, a boy guy, two stomach guys, two boys.
That was 3 people, Sean. There you go with your
All right, 15
exaggeration.
guys. 15 guys. And I'm not
Oh,
mad
my
at you.
God,
I'm not
Sean,
mad
when
at you. It's
Sean,
okay.
When I see you, honey, it's on and pop.
I hear
Thank
that.
you.
All right. Well, God bless you.
No, it ain't gonna be that good.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, let's clap for her 2 men, two small folks.
Oh my goodness.
She got tossed up by both of them.
I love you guys.
All right,
I'll
God-
have
Love
a
you too,
cold in a
Shonda.
minute.
God
you
bless
guys
you.
have a good day.
She's
too.
awesome. All right, God bless you, Cindy. Just real quick, we're just gonna take a quick 2-minute break. Cindy says we're gonna go straight to 10 o'clock. We get a bonus show today, and tomorrow we do a 9 o'clock. And I don't know about. I'll let you know about Wednesday. Shawn Harvey Morning Show, Cindy Barbi. Hold on. Hold on. My fault. Hold on. Rel, you there? Hold on. Rel, you there? What's going on here? Okay.
It's okay.
All right, it's okay.
We don't need Ralph on
All
the
right.
phone.
Hold on. All right. Cindy. Okay, it's bathroom. All right.
What?
Hold on. No, I'm not okay. Give me a second. Hold on. Okay. Rel, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I hear
All right,
you.
Go ahead, Rel.
Senny, first of all, just remember I'm your big brother and I love you.
Right.
Before I say anything.
Okay.
Senny, so you telling me that last dude was popping?
I thought he was attractive to me, yes. That's why
Attractive to you?
Yes. And attracted to other people. He's
To who?
to people, obviously.
I need a number one in the chat room if you think last dude was attractive. I need a number two if you totally disagree.
Wow.
You talking about T-Pain? You talking about T-Pain's cousin?
Wow.
Wow, this show is real. Put a number one in the chat room if you thought Senny.
Senny, I'm saying this as a big brother, like a big brother, like all right, when you tell me, oh, this is my guy, I'm like, oh, okay, that's what's up. I'm glad you happy, but like, let's come on.
Okay.
I just want to be real with you.
Okay.
Because I'm your brother.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
Well noted, and
that's fine for you.
We'll go from there.
I was fine with what I had.
I'm not saying, and there's nothing wrong with that. You
called in to say that my last dude was ugly.
Yep.
To you. To
but,
you.
And you actually hurt her feelings. She's feeling
my
a certain way.
feelings are not
you
hurt.
are. You feel certain. Your energy.
Said
your
that's
energy.
what Rel said.
But your energy's changing.
No, my energy is fine. You
I'm
feel
good.
like my energy's changed. I feel like my energy is fine.
No,
and I still stand behind what I said. I haven't smashed an ugly dude.
Okay, cool. All right,
so.
I'm just saying as far as like, okay, I always use this term. I say like somebody be like, oh, they'll be like, oh, they're just not my type.
Right.
Okay, so he just happened to be your type, but I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't feel that a lot of women in this chat room that was their type.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of people that maybe
Everybody
might feel
has
like
different
that.
types.
And that's true. And that's why it has to depend on what you feel is attractive. Now, I guess there's people that generally worldwide people feel like are beautiful. But to me, if I like them, then they're good to me. Then that's what I go by as attractive. So,
okay.
I don't know. I don't think that I wouldn't say he was ugly. You want to say that he was ugly? Then that's on you. I wouldn't say that.
That's questionable.
Okay. Well, thank you, Ralph, for your call. I appreciate it.
It's questionable.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I don't really know what you want me to go from there with that. I'm not going to agree with you on that one.
I know you're not because you dated him.
Yeah.
Of course you're not going to agree. Like, you're not going to agree, but we just being real with you.
Okay.
Nobody put it through. No, listen. When Shawn told everybody to put a 1 or a 2, nobody put a 1. You said people put a 1. I was watching that.
No, well, because I was confused with what he said 1 was for. His question was, does anybody believe that I've been with an ugly dude? That's because everybody doesn't believe what I'm saying, that they don't think that I've been with an ugly dude. Other people have opinions because they feel like they've been with ugly people. What are the chances nobody's been with an ugly person?
But Senny, you do understand that nobody put a 1 because we going off of what we saw. We don't know the past dude. We haven't seen them.
Wow.
That's your brother. You having a conversation with
your
brother.
We that's all I'm saying.
Okay.
We gotta go. We gotta do some. All right. God bless. All right, that's your brother. That's all it is. Number love. All right, Senny, what we gonna do real quick?
What are we gonna do?
We're gonna do front page news real quick, one story.
Okay.
And then we're gonna head on out. We're gonna head on out of here.
All right.
We're gonna go straight. We were gonna leave at 9, but we went straight to 10.
Okay.
Show today. Appreciate everyone calling in. So Senny, let's do that real quick.
All right. I'm ready. There's so much news.
All right, so we'll run through them. Pause. Please like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show Wake Up Team. Okay. Front page news, y'all.
Hey, front page news.
F to the E-double-N-Y, and you can't deny how she got the front page news, y'all. She got the facts, y'all. She's not the whack, y'all. That's Senny J. Hey, S to the E-double-N-Y, and she doesn't get high, but she got the news. That's it. All right, enough of that. All right. God bless.
There is a lot going on, a lot of social unrest right now, especially in Cuba. People are busting out. Cuba's communist regime is trying to blame the U.S. for the huge uprising against its totalitarian government, as it calls on revolutionaries to take to the streets and fight any anti-government protesters. On Sunday, thousands took to the streets in cities and towns across the long-suffering nation, screaming freedom and enough, as well as anti-government slogans and demands for the removal of President Miguel Diaz-Canel. The dictatorship responded with a huge police presence, dispatching special forces jeeps with machine guns mounted on the back. Dozens of demonstrators were arrested in the country's capital of Havana. There were also clashes with pro-government supporters who were blamed for assaulting journalists as Cuban authorities shut down internet service throughout the afternoon to stop the news getting out. Despite the protesters' clear calls of down with the dictatorship and down with Diaz, the Cuban leader blamed the uprising on the Cuban American mafia and influencers and YouTubers. They said, "We are calling on all the revolutionaries in the country, all the communists, to hit the streets wherever there is an effort to produce these provocations," he said in an ominous warning. Meanwhile, hundreds also took to the streets in support in Miami, Florida, where Mayor Francis Suarez said that Cubans are worthy and ready to rule themselves without tyranny. It can end today and must end today, he said during a news conference. The implications of this moment can mean freedom for millions of people, from Nicaraguans and Venezuelans and so many more. An official of the Biden administration tweeted support for Sunday's demonstrations. They said, "We commend the numerous efforts of the Cuban people mobilizing donations to help neighbors in need." U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan also said that the U.S. supports freedom of expression and assembly across Cuba and would strongly condemn any violence or targeting of peaceful protesters who are exercising their universal rights. Republican Senator Marco Rubio said he will ask President Joe Biden and Secretary of State Anthony Blinken to urge members of the Cuban military to stand with the people of Cuba. So it just seems like a lot of support. The people said that, the government has blamed it on, the demonstrations, the biggest anti-government ones on the communist-run island in decades were largely stoked by Cuba's worst economic crisis since the fall of the Soviet Union, which is its old ally. The government has blamed it on U.S. sanctions and the pandemic. They're claiming, people still are having food rations, electricity cut off for weeks at a time, not being able to get proper health care, vaccinations. The government has blamed it on U.S. sanctions, the pandemic, but detractors cite incompetence and Soviet-style one-party system. The people said we're going through a really difficult time. And they need a change of the system.
Senny J.
It's so sad what's going on over there.
Senny, God bless you.
Right.
Like my mother always say, thank God for Jesus. This medieval country, Cuba, should be ashamed of themselves. Even the Soviet Union is more liberal in their dictatorship. Yes, the Cold War happened down there in Cuba. Missile crisis down there happened. And you know what the United States did? Since this Caribbean island, Senny J, started to just immediately go communist, the United States put an embargo on the whole island that stands to this day.
Right.
Wow. But Fidel Castro and all the others there, this country is 100 years behind everyone else. They're driving 1954 cars out there. This is where social media what we need to do is cancel Cuba. This is an uprising that I am totally 100% in support. They have to get rid of this dictatorship in Cuba. It makes no sense. I don't know. It makes no sense. The people are suffering for no reason at all when Cuba is only 90 nautical miles away from the United States of America. All the other countries in the Caribbean are thriving. This is the only one. We got a military base sitting right there just in case they start screwing around. We're ready to fight. But you have these people suffering. They see what's going on the internet.
Yeah, they cut off the internet right now.
Yeah, so you know what they did? They cut the internet off. Really? You have your people in bondage. These people are suffering for no reason at all, for a political view that is outdated. And you don't even have money, the funds, to support your own country. And you have one of the most powerful nations in the world that has an embargo on your shipping or transportation. UPS can't go there, Senny. FedEx, none of those guys. Shipping cars, none of that. None of that can happen until they change. And they refuse to. And the people are tired.
Right.
They're tired. Why would you do this intentionally, Cuba? Get with the times. This communist way of living is not working.
Yeah.
It's sad to see
really
good
is.
folks like this suffering only 90 miles away from the mainland United States of America.
Yeah, and then when they try to come here, they can't.
Well, that's another issue. They shouldn't even have that issue if the country itself would go to either a socialist, capitalist society comparison to this communistic, medieval thinking.
Well, whatever. Why can't they just come here?
They can't come here.
No, they
Continue.
can't. They get caught in
They
a
can't come
cage.
in, but it's not about them
And they
coming
stay
here.
here.
The problem is in the country itself.
Well, if you're well, what do you always tell us, Sean? If we don't like it here, we should leave, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, you should leave.
So
you should
people
leave.
should be able to go.
Well, they can
where
go wherever they
want.
want to go. I'm talking about the root of the problem.
Well,
is this
well,
communistic
people are
society.
stupid.
What's
That's
the next
the root
story?
of our problem too. Is our
But
government.
this is not a communistic society.
Well, thank God.
Go ahead.
But
If that was the case, we would be in the same bondage as those people down there. What's the
Whatever.
next story?
It's not much greater.
That's it. Well, then you pack up and go to
Well,
Cuba and see how many TikToks or Snapchats you can put up if you go to Cuba. Continue
I'm
on.
just saying.
You won't be able to do none of that. You'll be selling apples in downtown Havana.
It's about to be like Cuba over here.
It is not. You can't compare the
Please.
two. Continue. What's the next
What
story?
are people talking about? It's like $20 to get some chicken wings or something
At
like
least
that.
you can get a chicken
There's
wing.
about to be a food shortage
They
over
don't
here.
have
Please.
chicken here. Everybody's
Please.
overweight in this country.
Please.
Everybody's skinny in Cuba. They can't
Please.
even eat.
If people ain't gonna
Next
be
story.
able to afford to do anything
Next story.
here in
You
just
can't
a
compare.
minute.
You can't compare Cuba.
It's a foreshadow.
You can't compare
It's
Cuba
about
to
to
the
be.
United
It's
States of
about to
America.
be.
Continue on.
It's about to be.
I don't see nobody running
Wow.
down there.
You will.
You see people. You see a mass exodus. You don't see nobody running there.
Ain't nobody
That's the
gonna be
point
able
right
to run
there.
anywhere. Wild.
Everybody drives 1954 cars in Cuba, and you're talking about it's the same thing here. Continue on.
Whatever. Wildfires are raging across over 1 million acres in the American West.
Oh God.
More than 768,000 acres of land in 12 western United States and over 500,000 acres in Canada and on Sunday, searing what? I'm sorry. Wildfires were burning across more than 768,000 acres of land in 12 western U.S. states and over 500,000 acres in Canada on Sunday amid another searing heat wave. Many of the wildfires started when a severe heat wave erupted in June and lasted into July. The severity of the extreme weather event has been pinned on human-caused global warming and climate change. The typical heart of the Canadian wildfire season doesn't arrive until late August, when vegetation is at its driest. Firefighters were battling 55 large fires across the U.S. on Sunday, including 11 in Arizona, 10 in Idaho, 9 in Montana, 6 in California, and 5 in Oregon. Evacuation orders and warnings were issued in states in California, Oregon, Idaho, Montana. Smoke from the fires were bringing hazy skies to large parts of the western and central U.S. The blaze, the combination of two fires sparked by lightning in the Plumas National Forest, expanded by a third to 134 square miles Sunday, though firefighters working in heat topping over 130 degrees managed to increase containment over 20%. The bootleg fire that's burning out of control across 143,000 acres in Oregon, knocked out transmission lines that supply California with power over the weekend. And in Arizona, 2 firefighters died on Saturday when their aircraft crashed while responding to a wildfire in Mojave County. So
I
it's
guess
burning out there.
And I would say,
I'm so sorry to the firefighters.
sorry that's happening. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody lit up a birthday candle and the whole thing burned down.
No, they're just attributing this to the extreme heat. They don't say that this is any contributing thing. Like, you know, they have people like with campfires and brush fires and all that stuff. Because like the last 2 weeks with the extreme heat, they said in Arizona that they had reports of people's tires were melting in parking lots as the temperatures were reaching over hundreds of degrees and staying there. So be careful out there in the West. I think it's cooling down a little bit, but definitely stay inside. You know, do not go outside if you don't have to. And that's it, I guess.
All right, well, thank you so much, Senny. Truly appreciate you. Okay, last night, NBA. Then we're going to get out of here. NBA Game 3 last night. The Milwaukee Bucks, Fear the Deer, beat the crap out of the Phoenix Suns, Senny J, 120-100. Now the series is 2 games to 1. The Suns are leading, and then the next game is a Wednesday night back in Milwaukee. So we'll keep you guys updated on that. Now, see, we're about to get out of here. I'm going to make an announcement tomorrow. We got a big bowling tournament that we want everyone to be a part of. We're donating this money to some to charities in the Lehigh Valley. Sunday, August 29th, I believe, is the date. We'll give you some more details with that as well. Cindy, where can they find Barbie?
You guys can find Barbie Cologne at Barbie Cologne on Facebook. I am Barbie Cologne on Instagram. DesignerBabe38 on Snapchat. You guys can find me at Senny J on Facebook. Senny_J on Instagram. Senny J on Snapchat. The E is a 3 and Senny J on Clubhouse.
Wow. Okay. Shawn Harvey on Facebook. Comedian Shawn Harvey on Facebook. Hard Funny on Instagram. Great show today, guys. We'll let you know later on today whether we be in our last day is tomorrow or Wednesday. Most likely it'll be Wednesday, but I'll let you guys know. All right, you guys be safe. We're going to head on over to the group room. We're going to have a good time there for the rest of the day. Thank you so much. We appreciate you guys. See you. Let's clap. All right. That's a great show, guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Later.
Thank you.